What's her name?
Yeah, the Black Staff. That was right.
Yeah, okay. I went to Blackstaff, had her divine or scry with that too, and that led me to a villa.
Yeah.
Yep. And so you got everything kind of pointed to here for that fireball explosion. What was going on? And then when you came into Dagon had came into the manor, and with unfortunate timing, at the same time that a Zentarum brigade, like platoon, pretty much was attacking this villa also. So there was a fight between
some streaking guy running really fast.
Yes. Exactly. There was a fight between your group, the guards, and the Gralhuns. The guards of the Gralhuns, and the Zentarum. Kind of like a mishmash, a clusterfuck, just happened here at the same time. As soon as you guys had come in, you guys dealt with a little bit of both, and they kind of dealt with each other as you made your way quickly through the mansion. Very hard fight. I believe at least two of you guys were knocked unconscious in this fight. But you were able to render the Gralhuns unconscious, captured. You also have you killed a Zentarum, or you didn't kill, you had engaged, and then Orand had killed a Zentarum member who went by the name of... Second, everything's closed up for some reason. Okay. Who went by the name of Urstal.
Right.
And when you had searched all these bodies, you had found a bit of equipment, which we can cover in a second if you guys want to. And you had also found a letter on Urstal. Do you still have that, or do I need to send it to you guys again?
I think you sent it in Discord, right?
Yeah. So I would. It's pertinent. So I would review the letter that you found on Urstal. If you guys still have it.
Yeah. I have it. It's in
definitely
the chat.
So you found that letter on Urstal. And
the Gralhuns will pay for the betrayal and blood part?
Yep, that's it. You found that letter on him. Maybe kind of linking all of this together possibly as to what exactly is going on. And as you guys are trying to gather yourselves, revived the downed who are grievously injured, who
I think it was Eddie and Simon.
Well,
Sorry.
Simon, I don't even know.
No, Eddie was definitely unconscious.
Yes, Eddie is reconscious,
That
and
was, yeah.
Carissa's character, what's her name again?
Malwen.
Malwen, yes, thank you. Had been knocked unconscious as well due to a fireball from Yala. We're all knocked unconscious.
They were brought back up, though, from health potions.
Yes, they are back up. And that's kind of where we were.
Simon's character stabilized the dude that was bleeding out.
Yes, he had stabilized him. Orand stabilized. Yala is being carried currently by Rakbaran, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You had captured her. She was injured. She wasn't knocked unconscious, but she kind of stopped fighting you at the moment, knowing that she had been overpowered.
I think he also tackled her to the ground.
Yes,
he did.
She went invisible to try to run, and I just charged.
He did. And as everything is kind of settling down that last session, you hear the flapping wings of griffins outside, which you...
Like of the guards?
Yes. You would know that the guards ride griffins here in the city. Well, a few of them. It's their own division. Common knowledge for what your group would have. And that brings us to currently where we are, where we can pick up unless anyone has any questions.
Yeah, real quick. Who was it that wrote the letter again?
You don't know who wrote the letter, but Urstal.
Urstal,
who had been captured, or who had been encountered by Dagon over here in this room.
Is Urstal the girl or the guy?
Urstal, he's not on the thing.
He was the half-orc.
He was a half-orc.
Okay.
Who, very clearly was a Zentarum member.
Do we know who the Growlhuns are?
Yes, they are the owners of this villa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you had tracked the Nimblewright, which had which you guys have linked to the fireball to this villa.
Yeah.
And when you came to this villa, Dagon was investigating it when all this shit popped off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have the tracker.
Yes, you have the nimble right detector, and just for reference, so everyone remembers, it's severe blizzard outside, and it's 8. It's probably like 9 p.m. now.
Okay, well,
Oh
it sounds
my
like we need to
God,
search the.
blizzarding and nighttime.
Yeah, everyone's vision is limited to roughly 60 feet, and all perception checks are at disadvantage outside.
Sounds like we need to check the bodies of everyone because it says
Well, we did.
once.
Yes, you guys
All
have
of the
checked the bodies. Just the bodies upstairs.
Yeah, well, we also just there was a fireball that went kaboom boom, and there are guards nearby.
Yes, and as
So-
you are talking about this and you guys are discussing what had just happened, you do notice that some of the floors are charred. Like this fireball, remember, it blew windows out and took a whole section out, a similar fireball of the alley, and this literally just occurred in one of the richest sections of the city inside of a villa. Like for just, retrospect of what's going on currently.
I want to say to Adamir, I've got a reading on the nimble right. We must chase.
Is that it?
And
That was
also
to you.
say
So,
to
sorry, go ahead.
I also grab Malwyn, and I want to I don't want to lose the signal on the tracker, so
Yes,
I
it
want
is
to
barely moving at this point.
Yeah, I
I mean,
wanna
it's
start
barely
pursuing-
spinning.
to the south. You said right?
Well, yeah. When you point, 1 second, let me look at the city.
Yeah, I was gonna
map
say,
and
I
tell you exactly why. So the nimble right detector, I'd have to pull it back up. I believe only has a range of 300 feet.
The nimble right detector within 500 feet.
500 feet. Okay. It's pointing north.
Oh,
Oh, that changes things.
north is much better because the entire city is south of us.
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
Yes.
I forgot to write down what spells I used last session. What do you want to do about that? Like how many spells I have left slots? Because I'm trying to remember.
How many slots do you have total? You have 1 spell slot left because this was a huge ass fight, so I'll give you 1.
I know. I'm trying to remember though, because I think I used mostly Firebolt my cantrips. I think I only used 1 level 1 spell slot, but we can half it if you want.
I trust you to make the right decision.
Okay. I should have
You
marked
did
that down.
do
but
Expeditious Retreat.
I did do Expeditious Retreat. Yes.
That's the only way you're going to be able to keep up with my movement speed.
Okay, so that's the only one I remember. Did I use Shatter?
And we are level 4 now.
No, I don't
right?
believe so. Yes, everyone is level 4.
Oh, I know. I did do. No, I did Web. I believe I did Web.
Oh, I just realized
did
I
do
never
web, I
actually
remember it.
physically updated my character sheet.
So I used 1 level 1 and 1 level 2.
Okay.
Feats 5e.
All right. What are you guys doing? Oh, do you need a second name?
Please, if you don't mind. I entirely forgot to actually update my character sheet. Like I talked with Eddie at length about it,
Yeah, right.
but never actually went
I
about
think.
Dagon,
So
am
I'm gonna look at. I guess Simon's character is still here, kind of.
Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do with him.
Him and
Him and Robin's character. I'll worry about them right
I
now.
told them to dispose of the fucking what are they called?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
the nobles.
Nobles.
Dispose of them?
They can't speak. They could never tell their side of this story.
Facts.
I don't know how they'd react to that. It's up to the 3 of you right now what you're doing with the nobles.
Okay, so I can tell you because I spoke to Bobby about this. Bobby's on board with it, and
Okay.
also spoke to Simon about this, and Simon is 100% adamant on the fact that these nobles cannot remain living.
You tell me what you're doing.
Wait,
So-
they're
Yeah,
li-
they
They're
can
currently
never-
alive. They're both
refresh my memory.
Think
I
about, think
totally
about
forgot
it. Wait. Think about it. What did they see? They
You tell
saw
me.
us break in from the. Listen, they saw us break in from the front the same time the Zentarims broke in from the side, killed all their guards, and beat them to death.
Look, you don't have to explain anything to me. It's yours. You guys do what you want to do. I'm just gonna react the way anyone
Okay.
else would react.
So
In
here's
their
what's gonna
own
happen.
home.
Here's what's gonna happen.
You
Me,
guys just
Simon's character, and Bobby's character are going to stay behind and deal with the nobles and the guards.
well, tell me what you guys are doing.
Me,
You go ahead and do your
Adamir-
part.
Adamir would not be super stoked about this.
Adamir doesn't know that's happening. Adamir.
is coming with me because you have Expeditious Retreat and I have Long Strider.
If Adamir doesn't know this, then I'm cool. But if Adamir knows something,
No,
about this,
Adamir does not know this.
All right, then
Adamir,
I am.
wait a minute. Think about it like this, though. You're from a noble family.
Exactly.
These
Everyone-
people are from a noble family, but they were housing a Zentarum that we were hunting, linked to several terrorist attacks around the.
This is true. All right, I no longer give a shit about him because I'm not like a good guy. I'm just not a bad guy. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with it. Am I? I'm casting Expeditions Retreat on you, right? Dagon?
No, you cast it last session.
What am I doing?
Yeah, but I have more slots.
1d12.
Save them because I'm down to my last spell slot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, we gotta really hustle it then.
53 hit points, fellers.
So you can
Very nice.
Wait, hold on.
you
'Cause
can
have
bonus
almost-
action dash, and then action dash,
Yeah,
and
so
run
120
90 feet around. And I have 50 feet of movement, so I can I can action dash, but I can't bonus action dash. But I can run 100 feet around with just my action,
Feats.
and then
Weapon.
Mountain.
Master.
So you think
Rogue,
I should?
who can
I should
bonus
cast
action dash and action dash. So you and her have the same movement speed of 90, and I have 100 feet of movement.
Wait. How do I have 90?
Because you have Expeditious Retreat, you can bonus action dash, and then use your action to dash.
Oh, 60 and then wait.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah, and your movement is 30 feet. So you use your
My
movement
movement's 30, so I dash once with my bonus action. That's 60 feet, and then
Right. And
dash
then you
again
use
as
your
my main action. That's
to
120.
do another natural dash.
No, you dash another 30. Not
30 is my
another.
regular movement. Why
Exactly.
Would dash be my
No,
regular movement?
your dash is your regular movement again.
Yeah.
So you have 30 feet is your
Uh-huh.
regular movement, and then you dash for an additional 30 feet, and then you dash
Yes.
again for an additional 30 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't
I got
it doesn't exponentially grow.
That'd
I
be cool,
thought
though.
I thought a dash was just double your movement. So every
Yes,
time you
your
dash, it's
normal
60.
movement speed.
Right.
Well, it's not double. It's just at one extra.
Yeah. So it's your normal
So, okay.
movement again, basically.
So
if
Josh,
you-
how long? Let me see how long this lasts. Is it a minute?
10 minutes with concentration.
Oh, then I'm still good, right, Josh? For like a couple minutes at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
can't
this
spend
all,
this
hap-
fight-
this all
this is-
happened in less than a.
I wouldn't say 1 minute. This was a really long fight. I'd say it's been about 3 minutes. So you have 7 minutes left.
Okay. All right. So me and Mountain have 90 feet. How many do you have, Dagon?
He has
100.
100? Okay, sweet.
Time to start sprinting.
Yeah. Through
Good
the
thing
sun.
I've been running.
What are you
I
guys
ran
doing?
4 days this week, by the way.
I take the lead because I have the highest movement and the tracker, but I don't run so far away that I lose them. So I'm gonna stick around to 90 feet around with them.
All right. Are you guys going out the front or the back?
Which door faces north?
Balcony,
The
They
front
can't-
door is north.
the
they can't-
balcony, the blown off balcony.
Okay, that is north.
Because they did come in from the back, so we probably don't want to go in that way. But I don't think it really matters.
And then
You guys are so everyone's running off the balcony.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm
why.
not. I am not.
Okay. Yes, I've got that. You,
Malwin, Dagon, Adamir.
Alan- Yes, the four of you are staying.
Gil, Rack, and
Oh, can
is
you
it
give me
Ronan?
Malwin token?
Yes, Ronan is the other name.
Yeah.
What's up? What did you want?
Can you give me Malwin's token?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about him right now, but I will give you control of it.
Okay, yeah, when we get there.
I'll do that right now. Hold on.
Dude, I cannot wait for next turn. I get plus 10 movement, or next level, I get plus 10 movement and extra attack.
Nice.
I get level 3 spells. Fireball. What's the one that stops spells? Counterspell.
Counterspell.
You
Okay.
also get Dispel Magic.
As you, what's up? Go ahead. Dispel.
Dispel Magic and Counterspell are both the level 3s. You could learn them both.
What's Dispel?
Any existing magical effect or magic item you can nullify or cancel out completely.
Oh, so what you're saying is it just dispels magic.
Yes.
Malwyn, Dagon, and Admir, you guys burst out onto the balcony, and as you immediately hear wings flapping above you.
Oh my goodness.
You look up, and you can see the shadow of a griffin, and you hear, "I can hear you down there! You will freeze now!" What do you guys do?
Can I start singing Cold as Ice by Foreigners?
Full motion.
So you keep running. What were you doing? What did you say, Admir?
I'm going to start singing Cold as Ice by Foreigners.
What do you? I mean, I'm about to have you do that.
It's cold. No, I'm running fucking right with Dagon, dude. I'm right on his behind.
You're running. You're jumping off the balcony?
The fastest way out of there.
Okay, so make a all three of you make dexterity saving throws, or not saving throws, dexterity checks. Sorry,
dexterity check. Okay.
Dexterity or acrobatics, your choice, because it would either be like nimbly jumping or safely landing. I'll let you have either one.
All right.
Oh yeah, unnatural 20.
22, and what was? Well, I heard a 20, a 22, and what was the other one? Because there's three of you.
Admir's 20.
22. I got a 19 and an 18. She's a little more dexterous.
19, 18, gotcha. Yeah, so all three of you jump off, safely land, keep running, and you hear, "Stop! You will stop!" But it doesn't appear as though the griffin is following. As you guys keep running...
Does it seem like he's yelling that at us?
He's just yelling, like, in the direction that he heard sounds.
Okay.
How's the tracker doing?
Yeah, so... We're gonna come. What we'll do is we're gonna play out with you three right now, and then we'll get to Rack and the rest of you guys. Even though this is occurring simultaneously, we'll backtrack to you, Rack.
Yeah. How far is our vision out here again?
60 feet. Very hard to see. When you get to like 50 feet, you're just seeing shadows.
And is that griffin in any way, shape, or form possibly impaired by the blizzard?
He also is just as much at a seeing disability as you would be.
Well, I'm at flying as well, but
no, he's. It doesn't look as though the griffin is pursuing currently.
Okay. Well, I am following Dagon's booty.
Okay, hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, please.
Dagon is very non-lawful. Fucking shit, dude. I didn't know this about him.
Well, learning things about yourself.
This is okay.
He's okay. So you guys are
the whole time, but he's becoming kind of chaotic.
Are heading north, and as you head north, you're kind of. I would imagine you're scanning, like as you are running to try to get it in like a good direction
as best we can.
So you keep running north, and you are quickly coming towards what would be the wall that separates the North Ward from the Field Ward. And as all of you would know, the Field Ward is not officially a ward of Waterdeep. It's its own separate entity. It is poor, it is dilapidated, it is not patrolled by the city guard.
Sorry, I blanked out. What ward is this? I heard the details about it.
The Field Ward.
Field Ward, okay.
It has the name word in it, but it is not an official ward of Waterdeep. Okay. So it's run by, you would all know that it's run by crime and it's poverty, and it's not a place that many people who don't have business in the Field Ward go to. So you guys are quickly running up to the to the northern gate. I'm going to put you guys on the map of the city so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. Don't look at that. No one look at that page. Okay, there we go.
I looked at everything on the page.
Just tokens. Yeah, so you're quickly coming up to this gate right here as you continue your pursuit. Again, very dense snow. It is hard. I need all of you have you guys been straight up sprinting? If you guys are straight up sprinting and not trying to catch your breath, you guys need to make Constitution saving rolls against a level of exhaustion. If you slow down, then not.
So it only has a range of 500. I wouldn't have sprinted for more than 30 seconds.
Okay.
I mean, especially because the signals should be fluctuating whether we're getting colder or faster, right?
So yeah, as you like initially came out and you guys were like booking it, it had start to spun up. But if you slow down, you notice it's spinning. But you guys could maintain I would say you would have to sprint even so to keep up with the signal and to stop it from spinning. You would have to maintain a sprint or a dash every turn, which would require a Constitution saving throw to remain.
Okay, so this is moving fucking fast.
Yes, and you're chasing a nimble right, which does not make Constitution saving throws from exhaustion.
I am using magic, so would I still have to do that?
Mm-hmm. You're using magical enhancement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
wait. Let's look at this logically. Is Expeditious Retreat a transmutation spell?
What
because
class?
If it is, it means it physically augments your body, which means you are using your body's capabilities.
First level transmutation.
Yep.
Just like Long Strider, I'm using my legs. You're using.
So you're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw because you're just just dead out sprinting.
I basically gave myself like an adrenaline shot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool.
So all three you need to make that, or you're gonna gain a level of exhaustion, or you could slow down and look for the signal, but you would lose it. It's up to you.
I got an 18 to continue sprinting.
Okay, so he's sprinting, no problem. I'm guessing that's what you guys are doing.
I got a 14 for.
You're good to go as well.
Malwin got a 4 to continue.
Malwin gains a level of exhaustion.
How does exhaustion work again?
So the first level of exhaustion, let's make sure, because I don't want to tell you incorrectly. No, I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
And
yes, it is currently just disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Attack rolls. Yes, it's disadvantage on attack rolls is until your third level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay. Second level exhaustion
speed is halved.
Half movement, right?
Yes.
That's basically when chases end.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because when you can't run away,
especially when you're chasing something that doesn't get tired. Okay. So you guys have now, I would say, you've made it to the gate of the field ward. You see a few guards there who look curious as you're sprinting. Who they were guarding. They weren't watching people leave. They were watching people who would enter from the field ward. But as they hear sprinting civilians come, they quickly turn around and look at you. Or you're just sprinting towards them. They haven't said anything yet.
Aren't you running at like 17 miles an hour, Eddie?
Yes.
Wait,
I'm running at like literally. We're all running between 17 and 18 miles an hour.
Usain Bolt's fastest 100-meter was 9 just under 6 seconds, 9.6 seconds. So we're doing 90. I'm doing 90 meters. My turn, like fucking
in 6 seconds.
Yeah, so we're running.
Feet.
So we're running faster than Usain Bolt is only at 100 meters, but we're doing further than 100 meters.
No, you're running 90 feet every 6 seconds.
Oh, it is feet. Sorry.
Yeah. Still though, I think his top speed was 28 miles an hour. We're running at around 18. We're still running at like Olympic speed. We're just not the fastest man in the world speed.
Okay.
So as you're sprinting, the wheel is starting to spin slightly quicker. As you're closing ground and you approach the gate, are you running past the guards? What are you guys doing?
Just out on our morning or evening jog, 9 p.m. No problem.
Jog, good sprint. You sprint past the guards who look curiously, but they actually do not say anything to you as you sprint by. Since you're running into the field ward, they kind of just like, huh? As you sprint by.
Their funeral.
You keep following this tracker, and eventually you come to an alleyway. And as you follow it into this alleyway, which is now very hard to see as you try to picture this. It's in between two buildings. The alleyway is about just 10 feet wide, and it comes to a dead end with another. It's two buildings that you went in between, and then there's another building at the end of the alleyway that is causing this dead end. And the building in front of the alleyway is roughly 25 to 30 feet tall. And these, just for reference and picturing, all these buildings are wooden. So these are just wooden buildings, very dilapidated. Some of them, as you were running by, you just noticed they're completely caved in on themselves. These three are standing, but rough looking. And with a few candles lit inside, it's not too late. As you guys were running by, you noticed that most of the this ward is still awake, still going on. You had to run through and past people as you were getting here. In this deep snow, it's been exhausting. It's been tiring. You come into this alleyway, and at the end of the alleyway is a shadowy figure. The alley is roughly 30 feet long, and you see that the figure stands up and stands roughly 6 feet tall and holds off. There's a long cloak behind it, and it just turns around, looks at you, doesn't say anything, and pulls a long rapier from its side and points it in your direction, the three of you.
Ooh.
That's juicy.
What are you guys doing?
I pull my longsword.
Okay.
That's a
No, I
curved sword,
don't.
right?
No, I don't. I pull my long
rapier
bow,
is
and
the
I'm gonna
fencing
fucking
sword,
shoot it between the eyes.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
But actual
Oh.
sword, not just.
We can't make out any details on what it is, or
It's kind of hard to tell. It's figure. Make a perception check. It's only 30 feet away.
perception.
I changed my mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Oh, you guys can make perception checks to see if you can kind of decipher what it is from this distance. It's not too hard.
I got a natural 20 on.
Okay, so this is definitely a Nimblewright.
Really want
A Nimblewright wearing a long, dark colored cloak. Again, wooden, metal. It's definitely the Nimblewright holding a rapier in your direction and just staring at you with its back against the wall.
We attacking Dagon?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I changed my mind on what I did about pulling my longsword. I pull my long bow and shoot it.
Okay, everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Shoot first, ask questions later, as it were.
Adamir got a 19.
Okay, 1 second. Let me put on some combato musico.
God.
Okay, anyone beat a 19?
No.
Okay, then that will bring us to... 1 second, hold on. What did you get, Dagon? Or which of you two had a higher?
I had 19. He said he had less, so.
Yeah, what did you... Malwin and Dagon, what did you guys have?
Malin got a 5. Dagon
Jesus.
got a 16. 17.
17, okay. Dagon...
So 14 on the dice.
I might not
Okay.
have the most
Admir, you're up.
dexterity.
Alright, let me do the math real quick. I'm doing magic missile.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
13 damage. Holy shit.
Nice.
2 4s.
Nice, man.
That's awesome.
Okay, so as you come down this snowy alleyway, you see that it quickly pulls its rapier. You quickly raise your hand, and 3 separate bursts of bluish arcane energy release from your hand. All 3 find purchase on the Nimblewright as they strike it, and with each strike, it kind of stumbles back a little bit, pulls itself back together, but that definitely it did some damage. And you hear like some creaks as it kind of pulls itself together, and you can see small splinters in the wood.
I'm almost an idiot. I almost cast sleep on it. Well, I was like, I can't cast sleep right away. I don't know how much health it has. And I'm like, wait, I'm a fucking idiot.
You still have your movement if you want to do anything.
It's 30 feet away?
Yes, it's 30 feet.
I'm staying right motherfucking here.
Okay. Dagon.
I pull my long bow and empower this arrow with my Kensai shot.
Okay.
As I became level 4, I specialized in the longbow and longsword.
Alrighty.
So that's a 17 to AC.
17. You pull back with the bow, and as you shoot, it just splinters against the natural tough wooden and metal armor of the Nimblewright.
Well, damn.
That punk ass motherfucker. Then, all right.
Quick question. Well, I forgot what I'm leveling up at right now. I get the Wait, no, was it this level? Oh, sorry. I can just continue real quick.
You're fine. Okay, so I just need to know, because the alleyway is only wide enough for two of you to be standing next to each other. Who are the two in the front, and who's the one standing directly behind?
I'm stowing my bow.
4th level, you get an ability
my
score
longsword.
Okay.
So I'm stowing my bow, drawing my longsword, and advancing towards it to close the gap.
Okay.
And
what's Malwin's kind of preferred? She likes to stay back, kind of, doesn't she?
she's a rogue.
Yes.
Let me see.
I believe I know she was using her bow in the last fight.
I think that was just more out of circumstance.
She has a bow and she's got a short sword. They have the same damage. They both benefit from sneak attack. And she's a
Arcane Trickster.
Crap.
So is she gonna want to be closer or farther?
Hold up, let me check her spells. Charm Person, Sleep, Detect Magic. Then none of those are gonna help here. So she's a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing you two would probably be better up front.
She'll probably stay back. She's not going to put herself in damage, in harm's way.
Well, it could be one in front and then two behind, if that's how you want it.
I'm gonna be like diagonally behind. I'm gonna be like diagonally behind Diagonal, or maybe diagonally behind him, like 5 feet.
Okay, got it. Did you move all 30 feet up to be directly adjacent to the Nimblewright, or how far did you move forwards?
I moved within 10 feet of it, and I hold my long sword in a defensive stance.
I haven't moved with him yet since I already did my turn.
Okay, so you're 30 feet away.
There is a 5 feet gap between us. He'll have to move 5 feet forward to reach me.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
That's my whole turn.
All right. Okay, so the Nimblewright moves towards you, Dagon, since you're immediately towards it, and makes 2 attacks.
Is Malwin not going to do anything?
Malwin is, it's not Malwin's turn.
She rolled a 5 on
I got
initiative.
You. Sorry. I gotta catch up with D&D, boys.
The Nimblewright moves towards Dagon and closes the gap, and then makes 2 a lunging attack, and then quickly tries to make another attack with its rapier, and that is a 19 and a 16.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I might have added the wrong number here. Yes. Okay. So the first one is...
Oh boy.
$11 damage. The second one is 7 damage, as it is able to land 2 strikes with its rapier against you. You're still up? You're good?
Yeah, barely.
Okay. Alright, well, it has a third attack that it then uses against you again. Which rolls a 10 that time on the third attack.
Thank fuck.
Missed.
So the first 2 find purchase, and as the third one comes in, you're able to quickly parry it out of the way with your longsword. And that is the end of the Nimblewright's turn. That brings us to Malwin.
Jesus.
You're an elf as well, right, Dag?
Yeah, he's a dark
Yep.
elf.
Alright, I have 2 health left.
Okay. Oh God. All right.
We need
Malwin
Rack.
is going to use her bonus action to take cover behind something and hide.
Make a stealth check. I'd say there's some rubbish, especially in the field ward, that she could attempt to hide behind.
Okay. God damn it. She got an 11 on her stealth check. Wow, that's terrible.
At least that was her stealth check, not her attack roll.
But,
Okay.
Oh, I have an ally within 5 feet. I still attack it.
Yeah,
Okay.
even being stealth wouldn't give you advantage.
Yeah, I didn't need to do that. No, it does. You get advantage if it's a surprise round, and if they can't see you, then it's a surprise attack.
Alright.
Okay.
Well,
Her to hit.
It still sees you, but
Yeah. God damn. She also got a 17.
unfortunately, as you fire the arrow, it hits it, but it's just not enough force to bring it down.
Cool.
All right. Anything else she wants to do?
Yeah. Maybe she'll pull her short sword and dagger, realizing that these arrows aren't working well.
Okay.
And advance at it, because this ain't going.
Is she coming to adjacent to it, or just kind of moving forwards a little bit?
Adjacent to it, really aggressively.
Okay. That brings us to Admir.
Okay, is there an area where a 10-foot radius sphere could hit it and not Dagon?
Yes,
It's like they're
directly behind it, because I would imagine that both of you guys are kind of in front and not next to it.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
So there's a little sphere. I'm going to cast Shatter on it, and it must make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. Why does it have a disadvantage?
Because it's made of a constructed material, and shatter is
inorganic material.
Okay.
Shit, what's my thing? Okay, I got you.
What kind of throw is it?
Constitution.
16.
Fuck it. So
yeah.
So it takes half damage. Let me roll damage real quick.
58 points.
Up half to only 26.
No, 58 is half.
Jesus.
So it only takes 9 damage.
Dragon. 9 damage. Okay. Yeah. So let me read about Shatter real quick. I just want to see it.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution save throw. The creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on failed save, or half as much on successful. Creatures with inorganic disadvantage.
So you raise your hands, both of them, quickly. You focus, and there's a loud shattering noise as the windows down the alleyway all and the wood splinters in the back of the alley and the sides of the house is also all
it's 10-foot radius.
Crack. Well, I mean, the alley is only 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Crack and become distorted from the pressure of this sound wave. The Nimblewright looks like it's hurt by this, but is able to maintain its composure. Some more of its wood cracks. It's looking. What was the damage? 7?
9.
9. Okay. But it's still holding itself together.
I am going to. Ooh, Dagon's like 2 health, bro.
Yeah, he'll be okay, I think.
I'm assuming he came. I'm assuming it's an attack of opportunity if you try to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless I disengage.
Ouch! I don't know how to play that. I'm gonna move forward. Well, so he was 30 feet away, but he moved. I'm assuming 5 feet forward to get to Dagon.
He moved 5 feet forward, yeah. So he's 25 feet from you currently, and you're at the very end of the alley. If you moved backwards, you'd be in the street.
I'm gonna move forward 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so you're 5 feet away from.
Wait. 15.
15.
Yeah.
So they're 20. Yeah, they're 25 feet from you.
I moved 10 feet.
So you move 10 feet forward. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're 10 feet or 15 feet from them.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. Got it. Dagon, you're up.
Okay. I am going to put my long sword in my left hand.
Okay.
And punch him in the face with my right hand.
All right.
An 18 to hit.
All right. You quickly put your Yes, it hit.
Oh god.
Full damage.
All right. I can immediately make a bonus action to do that again because of my martial arts. And that one missed. So the damage total is 4.
Oh,
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sock it across the face with that left hook. And as you come back with the right, or with the left again, it's able to just dodge out of the way with a little bit of a head bob, as you're just not able to connect with that second hit.
Yeah, it was like a punch straight through, and then I tried to turn it back around with a back fist, and he just like moved back.
Just a little bit. You just
mostly
hit.
From the recoil of being hit the first time. You know, I didn't gauge the distance right. But I am taking advantage of my agile parry.
Okay.
Which gives me a +2 to my AC for the rest of the turn.
Gotcha. All right. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Nimble Right starts off by making. Clearly see that you're kind of weakened. It's gonna start off by making 2 attacks against you. That's a.
He's dead.
The highest of the 2 is a 18. The other one's a 10.
The 18 will hit.
What's that hit?
You're down.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, the modifier's probably enough.
Yeah, it is. So you're, unfortunately, as it comes in, you're able to quickly move out of the first strike, but you weren't anticipating its speed as it readjusts and is able to puncture you with the rapier on the second one as you feel it sink into your chest, and as it withdraws, dark becomes darker, and you collapse onto the ground. It then uses its last attack to attack Malwyn with a 22 to hit.
Yeah. Wow.
What's he attacking her with?
Wait, wasn't Malwyn like back?
Yeah,
with her
Malwyn's
bow?
I thought Malwyn moved up right in front.
She moved up on him.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's 6 points of damage as it strikes her, finishes you quickly, and then moves over its second attack and strikes her with the rapier, doing 6 points of damage. And it stays currently. But it kind of like stays in her range, but moves to her backside where she could follow it, but to just get closer to where Admir is staying in Malwyn's range. So it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. And that brings us to Malwyn.
Okay. Well, this seems dangerous. With a short sword, she's going to attack with her action.
Okay.
And miss.
Okay.
And then she's gonna bonus action and disengage.
All right.
5 feet back.
Okay.
And move to stand next to Admir. Not behind, but kind of to regroup and not be singled out.
Gotcha. All right. Admir, you're up.
Yeah. So Malwin just did her thing and then stepped back basically to me.
Yep.
And Dagon's fucking dead. I know, unconscious. How's it looking after that?
It looks splintered and rough, but it's not completely destroyed.
That inspires so much enthusiasm.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like wood that's been hit, but you know.
Pretty much.
I'm going to try hold person on it. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Probably failed that. Yep, that's a 4.
You passed. No, sorry.
Malwin's gonna fuck this motherfucker up.
Yeah, that or get you out of there. I don't know. Can he pick you up? Should she pick you up and take you away?
No, she can't pick me up. Come on. I might be light as a feather and have the body of a ballerina, but she has a 10 strength.
Alright, well, he is
I don't know
paralyzed.
does hold person work on a construct?
It really
It's
depends
humanoid.
on if you consider the construct a person or a monster. Because hold monster and hold person are different spells.
It's not. It says choose a humanoid, and it's a humanoid. I assume.
It says construct, doesn't say humanoid.
Constructs are made, not
I would say
born.
it's more on par with hold person than hold monster. Alright, go ahead.
So it is paralyzed. At the end of each of its turns, it's got to do the same wisdom saving throw.
That question comes up almost every fucking time hold person is cast. Just saying.
Yep.
I like from what I know of the Nimberite, they're kind of built to be shaped like a human. So I kind of
Like, well, now, do you think goblinoids are humanoids or a monster? God damn it, I just did it to a bugbear. Leave me alone.
Well, that'll
Okay.
end my turn then.
And it
So.
doesn't get to make a saving throw when it gets hit, really?
Oh,
see
no, they're just held.
Okay. Alright. At the end of Admir's
Well,
turn,
this is
Dagon,
last.
death saving throw? Unless you are moving, Admir.
Nah, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Dagon, death saving throw.
14.
14, alright. The Nimblewright is going to attempt to make a... What was your DC? Because it rolled 17 dice.
13.
That was the end of its turn, though. That brings us to... Malwin.
Well, the enemy's still on the ground. Malwin is gonna run up on this shit and with advantage attack with her short sword for a 19 to AC. And do 14 slashing damage. Or, I'm sorry, piercing damage. Short swords. And then with her dagger in her offhand, a 21 to AC for 3 more damage as she just drives that into it too.
Okay, so unfortunately, as she makes that first attack, Nimblewright uses its reaction to parry, raising its AC by 2. And is able to quickly move the first strike with its sword out of the way, and is unable to hit. The second one does hit, and deals the 3 damage as she sinks into the side of the wood of it.
Aw, hang on. I guess it's not paralyzed anymore, so it does get its reaction.
As it's on the ground, it uses its reaction to just block it. The dagger finds purchase and does the 3 damage, though. If she does she want to move, or?
I mean... she just moved, I mean... No, she's not going to provoke an attack of opportunity, because I'm not going to kill her character, too.
Okay. Well, Admir, you're up.
I'm running a spell, so I'm just gonna use Firebolt on it.
Okay.
It's prone, you'll have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna run up and smack it.
Hold on 2
Do a
seconds.
saving throw spell.
Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on.
Like shatter.
I can't use Shatter again.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're fine.
before you decide what you're gonna do.
I mean, I could use magic
So,
missile on him again.
Magic
basically,
missiles don't always hit. You would hit.
in Dungeons and Dragons, humanoid is a type of creature or creature type. Humanoids are any creature shaped generally like a human.
Yeah, we made the right decision.
That's it.
So goblinoid would also. And...
So in
Yeah.
old version, prior to 3rd edition, humanoid referred exclusively to orcs, goblinoids, and similar creatures, while more advanced creatures such as elves and dwarves were referred to as demi-humans, and humans were outside both categories.
Give me 2
That's
seconds. I'm trying to find.
That's some elitist, racist 3rd edition shit. Or, first edition.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a certain token. 1 sec.
You good, brother?
Although it has a 40 further reading. No. Although it doesn't list a nimble right on this list, that's not to say that that's not. At the end of the day, it's a DM's discretion.
Yeah, I mean, it would be closest to check for Warforged.
Also not on the list.
That's probably a specific question. Are
really?
Warforged humanoids?
I mean, by definition, yes.
We don't think these things can talk, can they, or anything like that? Like, there's no point in trying to keep it alive, right?
Well, we
From
know
what
they
you know
can.
about when you encountered him, he was using sign language that had been created for him to communicate. Nim was the first Nimblewright you had come into contact with.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Crawford. Humanoid is a creature type in D&D. You are a humanoid if you are of that type. See the introduction of the monster manual for the full list of types.
Okay. There we go. I finally got what I needed. Okay. Yeah, it's your turn. Go. What were you doing, Alex?
Magic missile, I hit it for 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice. So again, 3 blue bursts of energy as you raise your hand, strike the Nimblewright, and it looks cracked. It looks hurt. It looks like it's barely holding itself together, but it just barely stands. That brings us to Dagon again.
I failed.
Okay. The Nimblewright now looks at Malwyn, or...
Yep. She's
you're both right there. Let's see, it's gonna attack. It's gonna attack Admir twice, and no, it's gonna attack Malwyn twice and Admir once. That's a 8 and a 22. The 22 hits for 12 damage. The first one misses, and again, it quickly is able to rebalance itself from the miss and strike Malwyn for 12 damage. The strike against you, Admir, is a 22 to hit. That is... what's the plus to attack on this? 5 damage on its strike against you as it quickly strikes her, nice, and then quickly changes its attention and strikes you as well.
Alright, she's bloodied.
And that's the end of the Nimblewright's turn, and that brings us to Malwyn.
So is Admir next to the Nimblewright?
Yes, you're both. It's currently both next to both of you guys. Or wait, no, there was a spot in between you, because you never approached Admir, right?
I did the 10 feet, and so I was 15 feet, and then I don't know what he moved.
Okay, so redact that last attack against Admir, and actually just against Malwyn.
Okay, so 5 more damage then to her.
Well, no, I re-rolled, but it still hit, and we'll do the 5 damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of the Nimblewright's turn. It did not attack Admir.
10-4.
So, for the sake of rules, Josh,
a
Nimblewright is a humanoid-shaped construct. So it's a construct. It is not a humanoid.
We hold monster then?
No, that wouldn't
There'd
work
still be
either.
All right, well, we're just gonna roll with what we have right now.
It only worked for that one turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, for the sake of going
Right.
forward.
That doesn't seem correct to
No,
me. But...
yeah, no, it would be monster because it's still a creature. So it's a creature that you can see within range versus a
hold on to the
humanoid.
higher level spell.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
humanoid
also
is a
works on
monster
people.
type,
Right.
and constructs are the type that the nimble right is.
All right. Well, let's see. God, she's really wounded. This thing seems really wounded. I'm gonna have her disengage.
Okay.
With a bonus action.
In case of doubt, bow it out.
And pull her bow. Like, she's gonna disengage and move like 20 feet back, pull her bow, and shoot it for a horrible miss.
Dang.
Outstanding.
Yeah, so unfortunately she pulls back, and as she's pulling back, she's so caught up in trying to get away that she's just not able to focus her attack, and it just misses off the side and isn't able to find purchase.
Right. Alright, Adamir.
Admir, you're up.
No pressure.
Save us.
It'll be Firebolt this time.
Okay.
Let's hope I roll good. I did not roll good.
Well, let's hope Josh rolls about as good as you did.
Here's to hoping. Let's hope you roll better, Eddie.
Yeah, right? It's my turn, huh? Death saving throw. I succeeded.
Okay. Admir, what did you do on your movement there? Did you stay in spot, or?
I'm staying right next to Malin. Malin's still right next to
you
me.
guys are right next to each other. Alright, Dagon succeeds. The Nimblewright moves up, and it's going to take 2 attacks against Malwyn, 1 attack against Admir.
Malwyn is behind Admir. She moved 25 feet back. So she's 10 feet behind him.
I forgot about that.
Reverse. So she's directly behind him, or more than that?
10 feet behind him.
Okay, so it just moves up to Admir and takes 3 attacks against Admir.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I'm gonna use my reaction shield, which gives me 5+ AC.
Nice.
Okay. That's... Oh my god, those were fucking atrocious. Okay.
He literally...
all 3 dice. I rolled a 5, a 5, and an 11. It has a +8 to hit. So...
that 19 probably hit.
My AC with this spell is 18, so...
1 hit.
Hit plus attack. Wait, this doesn't make sense. Hold on.
It's got
also,
a really high
I'm a little
plus to hit.
unclear. It sounds like shields can be used as reaction after you got hit to negate the damage.
I've been doing the right thing. Okay, so no. That is a...
It's basically a reaction for when you know you are about to be struck.
1 second. Hold on. Because this is...
but it's almost worded
this
like
thing
you
is
can do it
pissing
after
me
you've been
off.
hit to kind of negate it, but that doesn't sound right at all. So maybe it's just ambiguously worded.
Yeah, it doesn't negate. Yeah, sometimes their words aren't great.
Hold on 2 seconds. This computer thing isn't making sense. I know I've been adding right now.
It's a +5 to your AC until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah.
So you take the reaction when you are hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell. So basically,
you don't take any damage from magic missile.
Exactly.
Yeah, it negates magic missile.
So basically, the trigger point for the reaction is getting hit.
Okay.
So like literally, as you get hit, you throw the shield up, which magically strengthens you.
Okay, so it wasn't +8, it's +6. That's what I've been doing. Okay, so yeah,
You've
all
been
3
doing
attacks.
+6?
Yes.
Okay.
But then I looked at something else that said the wrong thing. Okay.
My current AC is 18.
So all 3 miss as it lunges towards you, because I rolled like shit. And they just all deflect off of this arcane shield.
You suck, jackass!
Just like sparks of arcane energy fly off as it's just not able to pierce this arcane shield in front of you. As all
Hell yeah,
attacks
brother.
miss.
Oh wait, is shield abjuration?
Hang on, I have it right here. It is, yes, abjuration.
Okay, that gives me my abjuration, which I don't remember how many points that is. Let me look.
Are you a war wizard?
I don't know.
It's a feat.
My school is abjuration.
Oh.
All right. Well, you figured that out.
Yeah.
Dagon, you're up.
Death saving throw.
Well, so we have 1 failure and 2 successes, I believe, right?
Oh.
Well, wait, isn't it? Doesn't Malwyn go last?
Well, Admir just went.
Yeah.
Dagon. Oh wait, no, Nimblewright went.
No,
Sorry,
the Nimblewright went.
Admir confused me because he was asking a question
Oh, okay.
with the shield. Sorry,
Right,
yes,
shield.
it's Malwyn. Sorry.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Malwyn, you're up.
You're welcome, Eddie.
Yeah, thanks.
Sweet, dude. I got an 11 hit point shield around me now too.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to go
That's
fucking
Arcane
take this
Ward,
like
right?
Huh?
Yeah, Arcane Ward.
So, it's Malwyn's turn. You said?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Sorry, I'm lost.
You're fine.
I was in the abjuration school and.
You are also
Like,
unconscious,
I'm like,
so
wait, oh yeah, a rogue. Hang on. I.
Mage
am
hand to
going-
pinch its nipples.
What?
You heard me right.
Indian burn, motherfucker!
Purple nurple.
I wonder if they actually sculpted nipples into that wood and metal.
Doubtful. Based on the picture I see here, I doubt that they spent that kind of
Yeah.
attention.
So
on
I'm
a
gonna
nimble,
pull,
right.
2 daggers. Throw
Okay.
each of them. The first one
Oh, wait,
for
you got
13, the second
Oh,
one
no, no.
for 15.
Jesus
13 and
Christ.
15, you said?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both of those are just... He's able to quickly move out of the way as both daggers miss.
Jesus
He has movement. If he
Jesus
wants to go ahead and do that.
Christ!
Jesus Christ!
God damn. Yeah, I mean, I'll just take like 10 more feet back, so.
Okay,
I'm
so
just,
she's kind of like on the
15
sidewalk
feet.
now. Just
Okay.
standing a bit on the sidewalk, and that brings us to Admir.
1 second, please.
Yep.
Alright, back. Yeah, I really don't have any spell slots, really, so, doing Firebolt up in this bitch.
Do you have any cantrips that force a save? His AC is fucking ridiculous.
No, because most of my cantrips are for utility. I rolled shitty again.
Alright. Do you want to do anything with your movement? It's currently in melee range with you.
Would it get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Then no, I'm staying right where I am. I have an 11
Alright.
hit point shield around me.
It's making all 3 attacks against you, Admir. Or Dagon, sorry. Death saving throw first. You have 2
Oh, I
successes.
thought he was
and a-
taking all 3 attacks against Dagon. I'm like, well, he's
No,
dead.
no, no,
and
no, no.
Nimblewright's a fuckface.
no. Sorry, Dagon.
But he turns around, goes back, hacks him up.
No. that's
Like,
not what
okay, done.
No, you were first.
Jesus Christ.
No, it doesn't hate you that much.
Like, you know what? Hold on a second.
No. Just, no.
No, I got a 17.
Okay,
So I
gotcha.
think I stabilize.
Yes, you are stabilized now. But it does make all 3 attacks against Admir. This time it makes... Not great. That's a 9, a 10, and a 13.
My armor class is 13, so.
Okay, so the last one hits. That is... I believe plus what? That's 8 points of damage to your shield as it hits, and the shield absorbs most of the damage and still stands. And that's the end of the Nimblewright's turn, as it's just trying to do combat against you right now. That brings us to Malwyn.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, hang on.
Jesus,
Yeah,
get it
let
together.
me do my turn real quick.
No, do your thing.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
She's going to try and shoot it again. Wait,
Okay.
no. Let me see how many daggers she has. She has more chances of hitting by throwing daggers.
So is anybody else excited for this Legend of Zelda live action series?
She only had 2 daggers, so she has no more daggers.
Alright.
Cool. She's just gonna shoot it with her short bow then.
Alright.
Hope this shit works. Does she know any fucking useful spells?
Nope. She can mage hand and twist his nipples.
I'm totally gonna do that to somebody.
So I
Someone's gonna make me mad.
I saw a Reddit post talking about mage hand, and they were like, well, I know you can't use it in combat, but like, what if at the last second while a raged barbarian is charging at me, if I used it to just kind of flick a small rock right under his foot?
When you were saying that whole conversation, I was expecting to like flick a
Maybe
right nut or
this is a
something.
reaction. So she got a 14. She missed.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, just not able to find purchase on it again. Is she staying where she is?
Yeah, from there.
Okay, Admir, you're up.
Alright, third time is the charm. You guys ready?
Kill it with fire.
Yeah.
God fucking won!
Oh my god. Yeah, so you fire it, it's just complete miss. It actually shoots through the window that's already broken of an apartment nearby, and you hear yells from the inside now.
Dude, I started off so good tonight, and now I can't roll shit.
Alright, Dagon, you're just unconscious.
For the next 59 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah. The Nimblewright is making 3 attacks against Admir.
They're all 2 of them crit.
You guys having more than enough opportunities to fucking kill this thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, they're being little bitches and running away from it.
Well, don't worry, I keep
That
rolling
Dagon just decided to go off and
fucking
die,
ass,
fucking
dude.
idiot.
Alright, that's a 12, a 9, and a 19.
The 19 hits.
Alright, that is...
Unconscious.
I still have 3 points to my shield, so...
Yeah, so the shield absorbs 3 points, and then you take 8 more points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, breaks through finally, and you feel the dagger, or the rapier sink into your side this time, as it pulls it out and just blank, emotionless, Nimblewright face stares back at you in this blizzard. Doesn't move.
You said 8 points, right, to my health?
Yes. And that brings us to Malwyn.
She's fucked. She's gonna wait. How much did Adamir get hit a lot, or what happened just now?
You took 8 points of damage.
I still have 18 hit points, so I'm doing pretty good.
Kind of okay. Yeah, she's gonna just try and shoot it with the bow again.
Okay.
I mean, I need like a. She fucking fumbled too.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, she shoots and just into the wall. If she's not moving, Admir, your turn.
Already?
Yep.
I literally don't have any other spells, so it just has to be. This time I rolled a 10.
Unfortunately, I'm assuming your your hit to hit is an 8. So just not
Wait,
able
what?
to. Your to hit isn't +8.
No.
Okay. So,
No,
yeah.
I rolled a 7. My +3.
Oh,
so-
okay, got it. I thought you rolled a 10. Yeah, you're just not able to strike it as the firebolt strikes sideways, and the Nimblewright makes 3 attacks against you again.
Wait, why do I feel like I added that wrong? I think I get +5, don't I?
Yeah, but I mean, you still didn't
I
hit
know that it would
18.
be. Yeah.
One of the attacks hit you again. So explain yourselves.
Oh, sorry, my Discord freaked out. I heard we walked out the guards and we kept walking.
Yeah, so you walked out, and she eventually leads you down an alleyway, in winter deep in the winter, like at night, like 9:30, even 10 o'clock. The city is pretty empty because of just the frigid, bitter cold. So she quickly is easily able to find an alleyway that does not have anyone in it, and she leads you down it, turns around with a very serious face, and goes, "Now explain yourselves, the three of you. I've put my neck out for you. Explain to me what just happened with the Gralhuns and that villa."
Well, first off, I'd like to preface this by thanking you for your assistance.
Well, I have faith in Gil, and Gil has faith in the two of you. So explain to me, and hopefully soothe my worry that you did not just murder two nobles without good reason.
So the nimble right that bombed our tavern was at their service to some extent.
Mm-hmm. And what proof do you have of this?
Well, the other three members of our party are chasing after it.
Yes. But do you have proof? I know we had tracked the nimble right. I had scryed and tracked him to a villa. But when I go, and trust me, you and the rest of your party go in front of the open lord, we will need proof of something linking these lords who are now dead to crimes. Because Rack, Gil, Ronan, do you know what killing a noble in Waterdeep is punishable by? Death.
I know that it was self-defense.
Yes, well, I hope there is sufficient evidence to prove so.
I mean, I don't... all I can tell you is my account of the situation.
So explain. And Gil, I hope you can back everything up that he says.
Right. So we came up to the big house, and well, we devised a plan. We used a nimble rot detector that we got from the nimble rot at the house of aspiring feet or whatever, and we used that to verify that the nimble rot was in here. Well, in there. So one of our party went in, and let me tell you, he was going fast. I've never seen someone move that quick.
Just explain to me so you
I'm getting there.
What happened? I don't care how fast.
I'm sorry, I'm not the brightest person in the world, okay?
Yes,
bear with
I'm
me,
still
please.
as confused as to why. Just continue.
Thank you.
Where are the rest of your group?
I just told you they went to go chase after the nimble rot, which headed to the north.
I hope they've captured him. Continue.
Well, the leader of that house of aspiring whatevers told us to either capture it or destroy it. So, I can't make any promises there. Anyway, he went in, then we heard a loud bang, and then we charged in there, and we seen a whole bunch of Zents. We seen the house guard. We seen all this going on. We, fought off the Zents. We come in the house, or me and who else was in there? Malwin, I think. Someone else. I got in there anyway, and I just seen a bunch of guard bodies and a bunch of dead Zents. I heard some commotion coming from upstairs. I went up to check, and the fella that the fella, man, he was up there. He was taking a swing at my people, so I stepped in to defend, and I got attacked. So I attacked back, and then the lady started attacking too. So we attacked back. And then right at the very beginning of all this, when I got up there, she told the Nimblewright to get away with the Stone of Galore.
And you saw her say this to the Nimblewright? Someone did?
I seen it.
Make a deception check.
I did see it though.
You didn't see the Nimblewright. You didn't see her say anything to the Nimblewright.
I didn't?
No.
Oh. Well, I'm not trying to lie to her.
Okay, well then we'll refrain that part. No one had seen the Nimblewright while they were entering the
Malwyn did.
villa. Nope, no one saw it.
No, Malwyn did. She climbed up on the...
Yeah, she climbed up on and had seen the two nobles, but the Nimblewright wasn't there at that point.
But Lady What's-Her-Face had definitely spoken of it.
Yala was there, but she hadn't said... No one said anything about the Nimblewright. You guys hadn't even... No one mentioned the Nimblewright during the fight until you guys had pulled out the Nimblewright detector until the fight was over.
Okay, then let me take that back. So, she was fighting, so I fought her back. She tried to run, so I charged and got lucky and took her down. And then I asked her where... Mind you, there was a big explosion upstairs, reminiscent of the one that blew up our tavern.
Yes.
Took out one of my friends, by the way. And then, so, got her down. Heard the flappy flaps from the bird creatures. Realized, right, in that brief moment, that to these nobles, we're no different than the Zentarim. Provided we didn't have a chance to explain ourselves. So I made the only logical decision and cut off a loose end.
Oh my god.
Mind you, hang on, I forgot something. Sorry, this has been a long story and I apologize for that.
Yes, well, you just finished your story with...
Hang
we
on.
killed nobles who thought they were being attacked.
Hang on. I asked her, where's the Nimblewright going? Going out on a limb here. I figured it's their house. The Nimblewright was in the house, so, 2 and 2 is 5, right?
Sure.
I asked her where the Nimblewright was going, and she said, and I quote, "It doesn't matter if I tell you he kills me. If I don't tell you, you kill me."
So why did you kill her, Rack? That was good. Who was he?
I don't know. But...
You don't. So who are commanding the Zentarum here? That is the question.
That actually I have an answer to, I think.
Well, who is it?
It seemed that the half-orc that was running away from our tavern when it exploded was here also. And
Yes.
if I recall correctly, he's in 2 pieces upstairs.
Yes, we recognize him. Our intel indicates that is Urstal, but Urstal is not the commander of the Zentarum here in Waterdeep. We have been unable to determine who it is.
I'm trying to remember. Did I, or was it Dagon that determined? Who figured out who they called the leader, and was I there?
Let's make a history check before I just give you the answer.
Natural 20.
Okay. So, you remember a few sessions ago, the group was talking to Davil Starsong, a member of the Zentarum. And he had mentioned to you that the Zentarum that had been acting against you and acting inappropriately in the city and causing this violence were not the Zentarum that he commanded or were familiar with. That they had splintered off the majority of the Zentarum in the city, the vast majority, to serve someone named Masoon.
Masoon, that's right.
Or Monsoon, M-A-N. And that they now served him. And that was what he had mentioned.
Yeah, and it was troubling because he was supposed to be dead or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell her. From what I recall, having heard, they served some guy named Monsoon or whatever.
And as you say Monsoon to her, her face quickly, already serious, is more serious, is the easiest way to word this. She looks at you and stares at you, trying to like read you to see if maybe you're lying, maybe if you got it wrong, like.
Well, Ronan was also there, so he would probably be like nodding. I don't know if Gil was there or not, so I can't speak on that, but...
Yeah, no, Gil wasn't there for that. Monsoon, you're sure of this?
At which point Ronan would pipe up and be like, yeah, I can definitely vouch for the accuracy of that statement.
Well, that is incredibly troublesome. And something that the Open Lord should know of. Let me explain to you, Rack. What you have said has mostly made sense. And through various agents in the city, we have, and other Grey Hand members and Grey Force members, we have untangled an intricate web. Thanks to you and your friends, we are onto something large, troublesome, deadly.
Clearly. Not that I'm trying to make light of the situation, but...
The Stone of Galor, Rack, is at the center of this, and it is... Although we and the city and the uppers and nobles and officials of this city attempt to make it seem myth, the Stone of Galor is very real. The stashed gold from Dagalt Neverember is very real, and it is at the center of this web. 20 years ago, Rack, and she looks at the rest of the party as well, Dagalt Neverember was the Open Lord of this city. And through bookkeeping, we have discovered that he embezzled 500,000 dragons.
That should make any army quiver.
Okay. Gold.
Oh, right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yes, gold. 500,000 gold. Rack. Gil.
That's
Ronan, embezzled in the city. That's a lot of
money.
Hidden. Deep. We did not know this at the time. I wasn't even Black Staff. When he embezzled this money and stored the knowledge of its location in the Stone of Galor with the help of a wizard, and then erased his memory and the memory of anyone else who knew its location, and erased, well, he thought, I suppose, the knowledge of the stone's location, the knowledge of the stone's existence as well, and then hid said stone. And as common knowledge is, Dagult, 15 years ago, 5 years after this, headed to Neverwinter to help rebuild it.
Motherfucking Neverwinter.
Which was practically abandoning Waterdeep. So he was ousted as Open Lord, and Lariel took over. We searched for this stone, we've searched for this gold, and we have never found it. Most have given up on it. Until just a week ago. And a week ago is literally when you guys were in the tavern and this all started. Whispers of the stone reached my ear. That it had somehow found its way into the clutches of Xanthar, the Mad Beholder. However, he was not able to use the stone and find its location, and find the gold's location. So, through our spies, it turns out that he had requested the help of the Zentarum. And when the Zentarum arrived to meet with Xanthar, the stone was stolen. I don't know if it was stolen by the Zentarum or whom, but Xanthar automatically assumed, obviously, that the stone was stolen by the Zentarum. And then we lost track of it for a few days, until word had reached my ear that the stone was stolen by a gnome. And then there's a explosion outside of your inn with a dead gnome and dead Zentarum behind it, leading to this moment right here. So something tells me the stone is close, and that you and your friends are directly behind it.
Oh, wait.
Rack.
I just remembered
gold...
something. This is something important. Who has the note?
What note?
I turned to my compatriots and I'm like,
who has the note?
We'll say Ronan holds it up to
this. And I grab it and I'm like, this right here. Here you go.
She reads it quickly. Well, this at least proves that the Grolhans were in on it with the Zentarum possibly, but it appears as though they betrayed them, which is interesting.
I'm sorry, what note is this?
The note that the party had found that says, I will kill the Grolhans.
The Growlhuns will pay for their betrayal in blood. They dare double cross me and take the stone. I will disintegrate their entire line from this plane. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Rack, Gil, Ronan, the rest of you need to find this stone and find the gold. This gold in the wrong hands, that much money, is literally capable of anything. Do you understand that?
Oh, certainly do. That's a whole lot of booze.
It's a whole lot of anything. Soldiers, an army. It could corrupt anyone. Which explains why the Xanthar Guild, the Zentarum, any corrupt organization would want it. The stone is the key, Rack.
Right.
Find the stone. And one last thing.
Yes, ma'am.
There are only 2 people in this city capable of defeating Monsoon. You're looking at one, and the other one lives in the palace. If you and your friends run into Monsoon, do not engage him. It will be your death.
How would we know? I mean, I don't suppose he'd just come up and be like, hey, good day, everyone. My name's Monsoon, and I'm gonna kill you all.
It would be noticeable. He is an elf.
An elf, right? Pointy
ears. He has long black hair.
Long black hair and pointy ears.
Yes. And
skin, small frame,
he's quite a confident one.
confident,
So
not unlike other elves.
he's an elf with black hair.
I don't know how much I can tell you. This man is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, I understand that.
A long, long time ago.
Yeah.
So it may not be him. It may be someone pretending to be him. But anyone who can get the whole Zentarum behind him and do all this is an enemy to not be trifled with. And if it is the real Monsoon, he can easily dispatch all of you. Do not take him lightly. Get the stone, find us, find me, find the gold. Do not engage Monsoon.
I'm sorry, you said a lot of funding there, and I got a little...
Just don't engage Monsoon, Rack,
Alright,
and find the gold.
Don't fight any long black-haired elves, and find the stone.
Yes, I think you've got the gist of it.
Right.
I'll handle the...
At which point Ronan is going to chime up, and he's like, "It's alright, big guy, I heard her. I understood her."
I'll handle the Open Lord for now, but know that you will be meeting her soon with the rest of your party. But I'll keep her busy for as long as I can.
Right. Once again, I appreciate your help. We're gonna
Continue your investigation, Rack, and try not to kill any more nobles.
I mean, I didn't want to, if it's any
Yes.
consolation.
Quickly get on with it. And
Yes.
she just walks away.
Goodbye,
And
ma'am.
heads back towards the...
Have a lovely
crime scene.
evening.
She is not answering you at all.
No, I know.
Alright, so I turn to the other two, and I'm like,
Well, guess we better find our friends, huh?
Alright, speaking of, what are your friends doing? Admir, Dagon.
Oh.
Shivering in the blood-stained cold snow.
Pretty much. So yeah, you guys have that map with the name Thurrock on it, marking a location in the field ward. It is probably 10 o'clock now at night.
Didn't we say we were gonna meet up somewhere afterward? No, I guess we didn't have time to.
No, we said we were going to use the prestidigitation to find each other.
Yeah, because not knowing I'm not knowing what happened to Rackbrand, he could be in jail for all I know. So
Yeah.
we definitely know there's soldiers back or guardsmen back there, so I don't want to get too close to that place.
We shouldn't return to the scene.
Where are we on the map, Josh? Where's the manor?
So the manor is very, very close. 1 second. To Troll Skull Alley.
We're here.
It's just north of Troll Skull Alley.
It's right here. It's this one.
Yes. Yep, it is that house right there.
Okay. So
And the rest of your party, I would say,
we're gonna head north.
here,
We're
like
just
over
gonna
here
head
somewhere.
north.
Okay, so you're just heading north in this cold. What is the rest of you? What are the three of you doing who are in the field currently?
Well, I guess we should go back to the manor, but we should take this thing with us.
The nimble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, its body.
Okay.
It's late. It's cold. It's gonna get colder during the night, and Dagon is half dead. So
And
I am very low
I'm
on
also
health, and so is Mel, and we're all. What's your hit points?
I'm at 9 right now, so I'm not feeling hot.
You're the healthiest person of us. No one has 5.
Should we get to the guards at the field ward that I don't know about? Before we run into our friends, I'm gonna be like,
both. Go ahead.
I just want to ask him like, hey, did you see 3 people?
You're actually farther than them, so if you guys were both heading there at the same time, they'd get to the guards before you did.
Yeah, but they're also wounded and carrying a nimble, right?
then-
Okay, that's fine. You guys are gonna roughly get there. Okay, Rack. So you get up to the guards. What do you say?
Gentlemen, good evening.
They kind of just turn and look at you with like a "what do you want" kind of stare. They don't even say anything. It's just a human guard looking at you. Male.
This is gonna sound weird, but did you, by any chance, see
anybody running at 33 miles per hour?
3 elves of varying subrace and sex running like all hell in this direction.
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, do you happen to know where they went?
And he just kind of raises his finger and like just points into the field. Doesn't even say anything.
Right. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful evening. Keep up the good
Doesn't-
work.
Yeah, doesn't even answer you. Just kind of like mopely looks back into the field.
I'm gonna turn to Ronan and be like, "Hey, he was a cheery fellow, wasn't he?"
So as you head north, you both parties, you kind of like see shadows, get a little closer, united, just north of the wall here in the field ward.
Excellent.
Excelente.
Oh, what you guys got there?
Rackbrand comes back all cheery, not arrested, and we're all fucking half dead. Like
We're bleeding heavily into the snow, and
carrying
I'm
a
like,
dead body. Pretty
the
much.
corpse of our suspect.
I'm gonna just nonchalantly
Be right back.
grab.
Hold on.
Yeah. Nonchalantly throw the body of the nimble right over my shoulder.
Excellent.
Thank God you're here, Rackbrand. I've missed you.
What in blazes happened to you guys? You're all bleeding profusely.
That nimble right was quite a challenge in combat.
What, this thing?
We got it cornered in an alley, and it tore us to ribbons.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
So basically, I just grabbed the nimble right and threw it over my shoulder, like with one arm nonchalantly, and told them, "Wow, you guys are all really bloody."
Is Matthew still here?
I am.
Did you make a character, Matt?
I did. I think.
Oh, well, why didn't you say anything?
You guys were doing stuff.
Okay, well, you could interrupt it. Okay, keep going, guys. We're going to get you in a second.
Yeah, I told him that this thing was dangerous in combat, and it tore us to ribbons when we cornered it in an alley.
Well, somebody did an awfully good sewing job, if that's true.
So what are you guys doing as a party?
Just kind of
You
look
heading back
around
to the
like,
manor?
really? Nobody? Nobody?
I need
Okay.
to rest really bad.
Not
Right.
good, Rick.
I have a point and one spell slot.
Right. Back to the
So-
manor.
You guys get back to the manor, blown out windows and everything. But yeah, thankfully, your living quarters are still pieces of shit because the manor's a piece of shit. But those aren't blown up. So you get to the manor. You guys can go ahead and take your long rest. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to drag Matt to a different channel for 2 minutes as you guys reset your characters.
I'm gonna literally like sit and rest on top of the corpse of the nimble right in case it decides to animate.
Okay. All right, give me 2 seconds while you guys do that.
If it can animate 365 pounds of minotaur, then we got bigger problems.
He said we're getting a long rest.
Yes, sir. That means I am up to my full 53 hit points. Plus 3. I've just been I've been rolling for hit points and I've rolled above average every single time. This last time it was 1 over, actually. But or not 2.
Leonidas said while wearing this ring, you can use an action to speak its command word. When you do so, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. This vision has a radius of 30 feet. 2. Leonidas said you can use a bonus action to speak this magic sword's command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. These flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an. Leonidas said app.roll20.net.
Well, I set it back up for appearances. It's an improvised alarm system.
Already used it.
I'm gonna whisper titties to my finger.
Okay, so you whisper titties to your finger. You look down and you see, Matt. What's your character look like?
So I'm a dragonborn, a gold dragonborn. So I've got like a red cape. I have a quarterstaff in my right hand. I've got some nice horns going on too.
Great.
I'm assuming everyone's kind of like look like if everyone like heard me do the thing, I'm gonna be like some fucking dragonborn. I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Watch the nimble run. I'll check this out.
10-4.
Okay. So Rack, you head downstairs. You 1 second.
Dagon is going to stealth at the stairs with his longbow drawn and trained at the target.
Okay. So remember that this is the upstairs is disconnected from the downstairs. So, you come downstairs, you have to you don't have to come to the front door, but you have to exit in from the side.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can help you out here. Well, that's Troll Skull Alley. And there's Troll Skull Manor. Okay. So you would come from down here and then enter over. Or here. So you could enter
Where's
through the pantry.
knocking coming from?
The front door over here.
Oh. Yeah, you see where I'm actually standing behind the bar?
Yeah.
That's where I am.
Okay. So you come up to the front, you come up to the bar, Racket, where are you standing?
I'm crouched down with
Where
my
did I
bow
come from?
ready.
You either came through this door to the north or this door or you completely walked around and just met them at the.
So I'm gonna come around behind him and tap him on the shoulder with my great sword in my right hand.
Well, if you're trying to sneak up on him, you need to make a stealth check. Otherwise, he'd just hear a giant minotaur walking up behind him.
That's gonna be.
He actually rolled all of it. He immediately, without hesitation.
A 9.
Matthew, what's your passive perception?
More than a 9.
You do have to pull that up. My phone closed.
It's 8 plus your wisdom, if I remember correctly.
You almost guaranteed to have it.
Or no, 10 plus your wisdom. Sorry.
Unless you're just dumb at it.
That's
I guess you don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Matthew, so you just knocked on this front door. What's your character's name?
Kavar.
Kavar. You're standing at the front door. You just knocked here, and you hear large footsteps in the snow behind you.
I turn around.
Okay, you see a massive minotaur approaching.
Hello there, good sir.
You're not one of them, whatever witnesses, are you? Because frankly, I don't want to hear it.
No, sir. I was looking for a group of travelers. I was sent here by my boss.
By your boss, huh?
Yeah.
Who's your boss?
His name's Mert. Are you guys looking for the Stone of Galar?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we are. Why don't you come inside and have a seat at the bar?
Let's go.
All right, after you, sir.
All right, so you see Dagon, you see the
Mind
gold dragonborn.
Mind you, I'm very obviously suspicious.
Obviously. this guy just shows up. Hey, you looking for the Stone of Gollum?
I have my bow out and ready to action as a reaction to attack.
Okay.
When I get a signal.
Gotcha.
We're all on ease, or
yeah,
at edge is what I meant.
I'm very relaxed.
Okay. So
honestly, you're the second biggest guy in the room. The only person you got to worry about is Radbrand.
This gold dragonborn just nonchalantly walks into the and what was your Kavar? As you walk in, you notice that this inn looks like there was a massive explosion on the outside, and there's glass blown in from the windows into the tavern. There's the tables and chairs that were in here are just blown about. There's shrapnel from the walls, just blown everywhere. It just looks like a shit show war zone in the tavern as you just walk in.
What happened in here? Did you guys have a party and not invite me?
As he's mind you, as he's walking in, I pulled out my purple pipe and lit it.
Okay.
And I now have the pipe in my mouth and my greatsword flung over my shoulder, so I could use massive leverage to just cleave this guy if I need to.
Is the pipe? Have we ever worked out that the pipe is a signal to
No.
kill somebody?
No. I mean, yes, we most certainly did. No. So, and then he says that, and I'm like, well, I mean, you seem to know a lot. I was hoping maybe you could tell me. I was out buying this here pipe. Coming back, and my house is blown up.
Very interesting. Where are your friends? Are you here with anybody else?
Yeah, I am. And at that I go, hey, Liff, why don't you make this guy a drink? Be a good host.
All of a sudden, Kavar, you see that out of nowhere, a dusty glass or tankard just slams itself onto the counter and slides itself across towards you at the bar. Do you grab it?
Yeah, I grab it.
Okay, so you grab it, and then this also old, dusty looking bottle of wine then opens up, or some kind of liquor, you can't really tell, pours itself in, and just smells like straight putrid vinegar as it's poured into your cup. Like, disgusting. It just pours itself.
This is even better than I thought it would be.
And then slams itself back onto the counter. And all of this, not like, it just all happened randomly by itself.
I grab the cup and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
So out of roleplay, Matt, basically a ghost our place.
He doesn't know that.
There's a ghost.
I said out of roleplay.
Okay, so I just kind of look at him for a hard second, and I'm like, well, you gonna tip the man or not?
What man?
I'd give him a nice high five, but I can't see him.
A nice high five. At which point I yell out, hey fellas, did you hear that? I asked him if he was gonna tip, and he said he'd give him a nice high five.
All of a sudden, this another tankard just flies right by Kavarin's head and slams against the wall.
I don't think he appreciated that very much, sir.
I'll take out one gold piece and throw it on the counter.
You throw it, and before it hits the counter, it just disappears into thin air.
That's much better. Now, why don't you sit tight? I'm surprised I'm the only one down here, honestly. Give me just a moment.
Let's get the rest of the group.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Why don't you just sit on tight and enjoy that alcohol, and I'll be right back. And I give him like a little wink and a.
Isn't that like really fucking early in the morning too?
Yeah, it's 8 a.m.
So I'm gonna go upstairs and be like, hey, we got a dragonborn here who is looking for the Stone of Galore. I need you guys downstairs right now.
I'm down there watching him.
Yeah, Dagon's hiding behind the counter.
and I'm gonna be looking around and be like, where in the bloody hell is Dagon?
I mean, I'm just going to assume at this point that we like tied up the I forget the fucking name of the thing.
Actually, hold that thought. I walk over, pick it up with one arm, throw it over my shoulder, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Taking Nimble right with me. I ain't taking no chances.
So, Malwyn, I'm assuming, also is a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the three of you walk downstairs and come back to Kavar, who is waiting for you downstairs.
I'm going to throw the Nimble right corpse into a chair, as if it was sitting there.
So the Minotaur walks downstairs with a wooden, metal, dead robot and throws it into this chair. And then approaches you.
Oh, so it was that kind of party.
Yes. It's a party that Cullenvor would really have appreciated.
Alright, so, let's get to business then. Is this all of you?
Yes.
Dagon, where the hell are you?
Are you guys downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's downstairs.
I am going to untrain my arrow and come up wiping a dusty glass.
Okay, just randomly raise up. Bar, you see this dark elf randomly just stand up from behind the counter wiping a glass.
Dude, this reception is ridiculous. We got dead robots. We got fucking ghosts.
Love hating
We have
robots,
some-
man.
We have some dark elf who came literally out of fucking nowhere doing who knows goddamn what, dude. Our fucking bar was blown up. The door fell down when he knocked on it.
I put it-
I'm mad suspicious looking.
Me too. Except, like, not me looking suspicious. I'm looking at him suspiciously.
I don't even want to know what was going on down there. But,
Right, so, since we're
There's
all
a-
here,
I mean, you know, there's a trap door down there.
why you gotta tell him about it? So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, what the fuck do you know about the Stone of Galore?
So, I was sent here. I work for the Harpers. So we're a group of spies that kind of do good for the people, but we work in the background. But
Oh, you're
so
not
the
a very
Stone-
good spy if you just go around advertising it now, are you?
Knocking on front doors.
I'm trusting you with this information.
Are you gonna pay for that door, by the way?
Yeah,
Fuck no, it was blown up.
bullshit. It was standing just fine before you came by.
I touched it and it knocked down.
Yeah, well, maybe you don't know your own strength.
Possibly.
Anywho, you're a group of who and what now?
We're called the Harper. We work in the background, but for this, we need to come up front and get it done.
I feel like I had something for this, but
And most of you have heard of the Harpers before.
I mean,
Right.
I'm an urban bounty hunter, so I would imagine I have.
So,
Generally good group of people who are typically looking out for the betterment of society.
Pretty much rogues, greyhands. Rogue greyhands.
Yeah.
So,
I've been in this area for a very long time. I know it like back of my hand. So I think I'd be a good group, a good fit if you guys still looking for the Stone of Galore.
do you bathe?
Dan, that has nothing that has nothing to do with this campaign.
I know, but I knew you would get a kick out of it.
I clean myself with my tongue every once in a while.
Well, that's just disgusting. So, why? I mean, I get why, but like, why?
I was sent here by my employer.
I'm assuming that's like the top spy that nobody's supposed to know about,
That's correct.
and you just told us all about him.
Not really. What did I tell you about him?
I mean, you told him that he exists and you gave us a name.
You don't know who he is.
so now we know all about him, Matt.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need to find somebody.
Well then, why haven't you found the Stone of Galore yet? If you know the name of it.
That's real funny coming from like the MI6 of this fucking world. Anywho, I'm not trying to be abrasive or nothing. I'm just being critical and a bit suspicious.
Roll.
I understand that it's a little weird just coming in here.
What do you want me to roll for?
No, you said critical. I said roll.
Ha!
Wait, so random fan question: did me, Dagon, and Malwin? I'm assuming we showed Rackbrand the note, the map with the X
Yeah,
on it.
you would have shown him the map. So yeah, there was a map in case you didn't catch it, Rack, on the
yeah, it said like Thanek or Thekin or Thakin.
Thurot.
Yeah, that.
Thurok.
The Rock Johnson, gotcha.
Thurok and
Rock Johnson.
marked with an X in the field word.
Well, I was the one who searched his body, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out and be like, well, I guess there's use in hiding this map on this dead robot over here we found.
Yeah, Matt. So you, when he shows you this map, Kavar, you immediately recognize it.
Okay.
With what I had told you about.
So, do you know what Dwayne Johnson is?
I know this guy. He's a dragonborn. He works in the field ward in an old windmill.
He works in the field ward at an old windmill?
In an old windmill.
In an old windmill. Do you know anything about him?
He's a butcher.
A butcher in a windmill.
Yes.
That's interesting. We should go ask him about that.
That's like putting a carpenter in a jewelry store.
Well, shall we go inspect them?
I mean, seems to be.
Delighted. Let's head out to Rackbaran.
You guys don't see anything, right?
Nope, just pitch blackness.
I see all the things.
Okay, good.
Does that mean I'm part of your group now?
All right.
For the time being. For the time being.
Only if you pitch in and pay for that door.
You are currently in your probationary period, sir. You have 90 days. We're allowed to terminate your employment at will.
No benefits.
Well, anyways, let's get going then.
You will have a full benefits meeting sometime in the next 3 weeks.
All right.
Okay, so are you guys heading towards said location?
I suppose so. Probably take a carriage too, huh? So we don't waste the whole day walking.
Yeah, it would be quite a bit of a ride. I just need to get you situated with your tokens. Okay, so you head through the field ward again. It's pretty bright. It's not actually very bright at all. It's very overcast. It's still blizzard. Heavy blizzard outside. The snow is even deeper than yesterday as you trudge through it. You had all bought thicker winter clothes for this, so you're prepared as you set out through it. But eventually you come up in the field ward in this crummy, rundown ward of the city. It's not super populated to begin with, and in this winter, in this weather, there's not too many people out as you pass through. There's an occasional here or there, but in the North Ward. But once you get into the Field Ward, there's not very many coaches or carriages in such a poor, poverty-stricken area. And as you make it in deeper towards this windmill, as you follow Kavar, you come up to a crumbling 2-story windmill. Which gives the impression that it has been here for a long time. All right, and you come up to it, and as you come up to it, you see a red wooden sign just on the western portion of the building. And carved into it is a butcher's cleaver in the sign. And that's the only thing that hangs above the door. A bunch of the windows towards the back eastern portions of the building are broken. You notice a few doors that look like they all have padlocks on them, except for this one doorway that has the sign with the cleaver hanging on it.
We're here.
Well, before we do anything and decide what we're gonna do, Rack Brain, if we go inside, please don't drop the roof on me.
I'm sorry, what?
Before we go anywhere and do anything, if we do end up going inside, please don't on me. It doesn't look very sturdy.
I'm gonna rephrase this as best as I can. What? I'm clearly missing the most simple social cue here. My character, rather.
Are you going in?
Supposed to see something yet or not?
I don't fucking know. You're standing outside of the fucking windmill. What are you looking for?
I just meant on here.
No, yeah, we can't see anything on the map, is what he meant.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, you don't see anything. I'll tell you. I'll ask.
Okay.
Just want to make sure. So are we going in?
I mean, dragons first.
Okay.
All right. So as you enter, the door swings wide open. It's not locked. You come in to a room with a counter on the western side of the wall. And as you step in, you immediately step into a puddle of blood. And then you notice that there's just blood strewn about the inside of this butchery. It's not a very large room. I'd say the windmill, which appears to be over 100 feet long from where you stand, this room is only roughly 40 feet wide, for reference. And it's just strewn with blood and bits of gore. There's actually a cleaver's block or two, a bit more eastern from where the counter is. You see a few shelves with just chunks of raw bloody meat stacked onto the shelves, and it smells like just rotten flesh and rotten blood, and it's just filthy as you walk into this butchery, and there's no one in there as you walk in, and you're just standing in this gore-stricken, bloody butchery.
Reminds me of home.
Nobody, no person, no people.
No person, nothing. It's just few. There's the shelves with a few chunks of meat, bits of gore and blood on the ground.
Is there a door anywhere?
There's the only other doors directly across, which also you just from looking leads outside. There are other doors to the windmill, but these are the only two doors into this area.
Well, can I whisper titties and look around?
Yes, you certainly fucking can.
Do I see anything?
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let me look at that again. So you can just straight up see through shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 feet of wood and dirt, and I don't think anything.
It has a radius of 30 feet.
Yeah, I doubt anything in there.
Within. So you can see through solid objects within the radius.
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
1 inch of stone, 1 inch of common. Okay. So yeah, you can as you kind of like walk around and look, you come up to the western portion of the wall, which is the only adjoining portion of the windmill. And as you look through these walls, you see like what looks like large slabs of ice. Just so it looks like you're looking into maybe like a cooler area.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like large piles of meat stacked up on shelves in this cooler. And as you keep looking, you see 3 humanoid bodies, partially chopped up, stacked against the wall.
Oh, jeez.
In this cooler?
Yes.
What the
And
fuck?
I don't see any other rooms or people or anything.
From
Not below,
no,
not up,
you
not
don't. I
down.
mean, no. As you keep looking, you can only have so much 30 feet. But with that 30 feet standing against that wall, that is what you see into the. You don't see the whole cooler, but from the portions of the cooler that you can see, that is what you saw.
Are there any obvious doors into that, or what?
From what you can see, it looks like you would be able to see a door on the southern side of the cooler that would be accessible from the outside.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell my esteemed partner this information.
So he passes on the information about the cooler, meat, and partially chopped up humanoid bodies.
3 of them, right?
Cooler. Yes, 3.
I'm going to say I don't think I can see the rest of but it looks like the exit, we might have to go outside and go to the door on the south side.
Let's go look.
Are we sneaking around this place?
It's up to you.
Whatever, I don't care. I just want to get some killing done.
Well, we need to ask questions first, Rack.
Yeah, if they live long enough.
Those bodies seem dangerous. We should approach this cautiously, but enter quickly without option of escape.
Agreed.
All right. So you exit through in the butchery. Again, there was a door in the north that you entered and a door to the south. So you would exit from the door to the south and then take
the outside.
Yes, to the outside, back into the winter, into the blizzard, and you would immediately take a left. And as you hang this left, you then on your left side, after taking that left, is still, you're walking along the side of the windmill, and there's a door that leads into this cooler with a padlock on it.
Can I continue walking along that wall to see further into?
As soon as you it's like door and then 5 feet, and then the windmill juts back out southern for about 15 feet, and that's just wall.
Okay. Padlocked, right?
Yes.
Can we break it?
You can certainly try.
Is there a person?
Not that I saw. Just 3 dead ones.
Josh, I meant to mention I wanted to get a crowbar. I literally forgot about that until just now.
You'll have to look for one after the windmill.
Well, we can either try to break down the door, or I can use prestidigitation to make a loud noise and hopefully attract somebody outside. What do you guys want to try?
Try and pick the door.
Malwin's picking it, you said?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a lockpick on that. Let's see it.
Oh, damn. That's only like a 8.
8, yeah, she's not able to pick it. It's just too tough for what she's able to do right now.
Hey, let me try my pick. I'm going to take out my war pick and try to break it.
Break the lock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make a strength check.
Strength check. Before that, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm raging.
Okay.
Is there a window, like before that, is there a window that I can climb up into and maybe unlock it from the inside?
Okay, so on that, into the cooler here, you know what? Let's just do this. I'm going to give you guys tokens. Hold on. Just easier than trying to continually describe it.
Facts.
Okay. Here. Copy. You guys see?
Yeah.
I don't know why why do you see into there?
I don't see anything.
guess there's a window or something.
There
You
shouldn't
might have
be.
to zoom out or scroll down or something, man.
No. Okay, well, I'll let you see into there because you can't see anything, but you shouldn't see into there. 1 second. No, Matthew, I have to add your token. That's why.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Token minority.
Look how big Matthew's about to be, guys. Ginormous!
He's like the size of a ginormous thing.
Okay, hold on.
By the way, Matt, I'm the elf. In if you don't understand what.
I still can't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
Hold your horses.
I know he was trying to tell me something, so he can tell me once I can see. So
He's one of the 3 elves.
Yeah,
You should see now, Matthew.
Yes, I see now.
You'll
see
know
your
which elf I
token,
am.
too?
Which
You're
one
the
am
only.
I?
You're the dragonborn that I just made 10 feet tall by accident. Okay. All right. So, to the right here where I'm pinging is a window. This is the cooler up here to the north, which you can for some reason see into. And over here is a window.
You should be able to just add a fucking, what is it, fog of war or
I'm not
dynamic
gonna fuck with it right
lighting
now. It's not that important.
barrier.
Okay. So, are you peeking into the window?
Who's trying to break the lock on the cooler?
Yeah, he wasn't able to. Or wait, no, you tried, right?
No.
What did you roll?
I did not because
Yeah, go ahead
Dagon
and
said,
try.
wait, hang on. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna try. I'm raging,
Strength check, yes.
so I have advantage on strength checks. Hang on.
Also,
So-
+10 on strength checks.
So that's gonna be a 22 or an 8.
Okay. I think we'll go with the 22 on the advantage. So yeah, you come down with the war pick and you hit right on the middle of the lock and it just comes straight off as you hit it. And falls into the snow.
I told you that was a good idea.
Hell yeah.
All
Well,
right.
How loud was it?
I'm gonna kick the shit out of that door.
It wasn't
Like, just
too
kick
loud,
it open.
honestly.
Well,
Right,
rank
so-
Brent's
well,
about to go
the
on
kick is definitely louder than the lock was. As the door flies open to the cooler, you can go ahead and enter a rack because I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
As I switch back to my greatsword.
So yeah, you enter with your great sword, and there's large stacks of ice in multiple locations, and it's honestly about as cold in here as it was outside. It's
I was gonna say.
freezing outside. Then again, there's stacks of meat, and then you notice that there's 3 human bodies, partially chopped up with like the muscles cut off of them. The legs are mostly what's chopped up, and they've just left the bones. There,
odd.
and then you notice on the shelves look like this meat probably came from these humans. And that's what you see in this room. And there's gore and just like intestines and just innards strewn about the inside of this cooler.
Yummy.
What we doing this thing or what? I say to my compatriots. As I step one step further in.
Yeah, so as you come in, you notice that there's a door up here to the north, and then there's a door to the east as well.
This one.
You would know just from, just situational
You
awareness.
said door here and door here?
Yeah, the door to the north, situational awareness-wise, would lead you back outside, and the door here would lead farther into the window.
Is it locked? Is there a padlock or?
It doesn't. There's no padlock on it. You haven't tried it, so you don't know if it's locked.
Let's
Padlock.
try to open it. I'll try to open it. Okay.
Yeah, you try to open it. Opens right up. Let me remove that. Where did you just go?
He's right there.
Right there.
On
Okay,
top.
so yeah, it opens wide up.
Yes. It looks like a hallway.
I'm just gonna keep following him.
Should we just keep going through?
I'm raged and I'm ready for
door
action,
right
by
over
the way,
here?
Josh.
Okay.
So as soon as I
Huh?
see somebody that's clearly hostile.
Okay.
Yeah,
Josh?
that goes outside.
What's up? Dagon? Yeah, that door just leads outside.
Oh.
Just from situational awareness, you would know that.
Where the fuck were you 2 minutes ago?
Dude, I don't know.
You sound tired.
Are these more doors?
Yes, these are all doors that you're just passing right now.
Like, as soon as I see something that looks threatening, I'm ready to attack it.
Yeah, as you walk by, you hear like make perception. I don't care who. All of you can make one. You're all listening.
Oh, 11. Because I have a negative modifier.
I actually rolled an 11 as well.
I rolled a 12.
Dagon has a 17.
Okay, so yeah, Dagon, you hear just like as you pass by these doors, you hear like whispers coming from the other side of all these doors as you walk by.
I'm sorry, I mean 19.
19, yeah, you still hear whispers,
I rolled
definitely.
12, so.
Yeah, so only Dagon. The rest of you are kind of just like so focused on moving through here, you know, alert, that it doesn't catch your attention. But Dagon, you hear whispers on the other side of these doors, both of them, as you walk by.
Both of the doors?
Yep.
Can I listen directly into the door?
Yeah, sure. With the 19, you hear on that door right there, you hear, there's someone out there. I don't think it's Derek.
Which door was that?
The one that he's standing directly next to.
The more southern eastern ones.
This one right here.
Oh wait, which one?
The door
Right
up
here.
Oh,
like
this
it
one.
has a lock on it from this side.
No.
Is this the window that was outside?
No, that's a door. No, that's a door.
This is a
Oh,
door
okay.
as well. Okay.
Okay, so 3 doors.
One
There's
door,
this door,
2 doors, 3 doors down.
I'm going to pull my longbow, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna bet on the fact that this door's not locked. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to swing the door open in the same motion, pull a arrow from my quiver, and fire it at the first person in this room with lethal force.
You're shooting it at the. Okay, so you're kicking the door open and you're shooting the arrow at the first person you see.
Yes.
Okay, so you kick open the door. You see 2 people in here immediately. The first you see, you release. Roll an attack.
12.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Sweet.
Jesus.
He's dead.
12 damage
Okay.
with a bonus action added to the Kensai.
So you kick open the door. You see 2 humanoid figures, both female. As soon as, but
Oh,
this doesn't click. You immediately see one. The first one you release, as you come in, it sinks in and hits them right in the chest. They go, as they fall over, and then you take a second and you look around, and it looks like 2 very poor, very poverty-stricken women. As one of them now collapses onto the ground, blood soaking into the floor, as the other one yells and just runs into the corner and starts to cower.
I pull a second arrow, point it at her, and say, what's going on here?
I'm charging in after him.
And she's bawling. She doesn't say anything to you. She's just crying, scared. You killed Theron! You killed Erin! You killed her! And she's just crying.
Yell with an intimidation check. Talk now!
What do you want? I don't know what you want. I don't know. What do you want, Theron? I don't know what you want from him.
I'm yell, dang it, stop!
I say, who runs this place?
Derek, he just lets us stay here if we clean it.
Alright.
And she's
I tell her to get out of here, and I turn around and there's gonna be a lot more dead bodies if you stick around.
And she just takes off and she just runs out, and through here, through this door, through here, and she's completely gone.
Through this door?
Yes, through that door.
Oh no! Somebody secure that room, quick!
I'm on it. Run after.
Okay, she was this way. You go out that
Wait.
door and it's just right back out.
Oh, jeez.
That's the way she
Right
ran.
here?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's just back outside, and she's just running out into the blizzard.
Okay, excellent.
I'm gonna grab Dagon
I found
by
the
collar.
outside.
I'm gonna grab Dagon by the collar and start yelling at him and tell him how like we need to question people and we can't just go killing people. We don't even know who this stair guy is. He could be on our side. We don't know. But the whole time I'm yelling very angrily.
Okay.
Fucking dumbass.
This place seemed a lot more dangerous with the chopped up dead bodies, you know.
Well, it is now.
The one girl's definitely dead, right?
What are the odds
Yo,
the person
she's dead.
Okay.
She's super dead. She has 1 health.
Oh shit.
She's dead 12 times over.
Listen, dude, she's just a commoner.
I know, but goddamn. After I get done yelling at him, I kind of like push him away from me.
I'm still raging.
Oh my god, dude.
You hear, what's going on down there? As
Where's that noise coming
hear
from?
Echoes from upstairs.
I'm finding it.
Yeah.
I literally just run towards the stairs. Are
Okay,
these
so
stairs?
you come up, yeah, you see these stairs over here.
I'm gonna run after him.
And you hear
Same.
footsteps coming back towards those stairs as you go up them.
I'm gonna keep going up them. I'm
Okay,
still
hold on.
raging.
I have to move your tokens now if you're going upstairs. Hold on.
That's what I figured.
Don't hold your tokens for a second before you keep moving them. Give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah, you're good.
Malween.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys can move your tokens now.
For the record, I feel like we would have talked about who Theric was with old Dragon Boy on the trip here. See if
Well,
he
you
knew
know that
anything
is-
about him.
I just know that he's a butcher.
And you know he's a dragonborn.
I was gonna say I thought we asked him inside
And
the bar.
I know he's a butcher and a dragon.
His name's Thrakis,
Is he?
Yes.
Is
and
he,
you
like,
called him
an-
Theric.
Dude,
wait.
there's so many names. I just got back to it.
Wait, did you explain to us that this person is a friend of yours, or should we be approaching this place hostily?
He just knows of him.
Knows of him. Yeah, I don't actually know him.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
You dumb bitch.
Well, if
This
nobody
place
has
is a lot more hostile.
if nobody has any objections, I'm gonna step over here to try to block whatever this is and get behind him.
How much
Okay.
experience?
Well,
do I
hold on,
get
because
with
as
that
you come
peasant?
up the stairs and before you can just move past him.
As you come up the stairs, what?
As you guys come up the stairs, you see this big, large, muscular red dragonborn. Second, I just see what he has here. Wearing a butcher's robe, covered in blood, with a large great axe hold over his shoulder. He goes, what do you insufferable fools want?
He says that like he knows us.
The stone.
And you say the stone, and he goes, and he takes a deep breath, and everyone can now roll initiative.
Oh, good.
Is it a
See?
bad?
Oh, hell
deep
yeah.
Well, we're like, oh, you dumbass. That bitch probably come up here with a dagger.
17.
Well,
17.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So
I
we
too got a 17.
Jeez Louise.
Hell yeah.
17.
So
Okay.
we go by Dex.
Dagon. I'm just gonna do Dagon, Rack, and then
Matthew.
Kavar.
Oh yeah, Kavar.
Yeah, Kavar,
And
not
then-
Kavarn. He's not
What
a
about
beholder with a magical horn.
No, it's Kavar. And then
What did Malin get?
yes, and then
12.
what did you get, Admir?
7.
Okay. So he takes a deep breath, and before he can do anything, Dagon, and you're up.
I, knowing Dragonborn's quite well, also romantically.
He lost his virginity to a Dragonborn.
My one love.
My one love.
I think this dude's about to fucking breath attack us. What color is he? Red?
Yeah, he's red.
Oh, fuck.
Bernie boy.
I'm also resistant to fire since I'm...
Can I run up to him and Mortal Kombat style uppercut his fucking jaw to deflect the blast to the ceiling?
You could certainly try. So what we'll do is we'll make... First, let's see if you hit.
I'm gonna put key points into this shit to make it a flurry of blows.
Okay, let's see if you hit. And let's see how many you hit with before we see if you deflected the blow.
I like where this is going.
Alright. The first one is a 12.
Okay, the first one just glances off the side of his chin as you come up.
Oh man,
God,
the
you
second
suck.
one is... The second and third one are both lower than 12.
Yeah.
It's like an 11 and something
So
else.
unfortunately, as you come up, the first one glances, and then the second and third one, he's able to just quickly move his head
God,
out
you
of the way
suck.
as you're aiming for them.
Right? I take a stance and draw my longsword.
Alright, is there anything else you wanted to do?
And shout, "Tell us what you know, or suffer the consequences."
Alright, he kind of just is, just mid breathing in here. Rack, you're up.
Right. So I'm gonna step right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give him one wacky boy.
Alright.
What a wacky boy.
Where's my which dice am I using? What
How
this-
do you wacky boy? Is that like a Dutch rudder? But
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's gonna be a hang on. 24.
That definitely hits.
All right. And with the magical words of "Gotcha, bitch," I ignite my sword.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. So a 6, a 5, and then a 5 and a 6. Wow.
Jesus.
So that's hang on. 22 plus wait. Plus I'm raging plus 2. So 22 plus 2 is 24. Plus what was the thing from Divine Fury? That's it. Divine Fury is 1d6 plus half my barbarian level. Plus, so 24, 27, 29 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. As you come down with, you come around the side, quickly moving.
Although, hang on, he's a red dragonborn, so he's resistant to the fire damage. So that means he takes 6 points. So subtract 5 from that, 24.
Okay. You come around the side, quickly moving, as he tries to follow you as best he can with his eyes. You whisper to your sword and ignite it. And then you come down, and you catch him just to the side of his head. Come down to the shoulder, feel it break through his dragon scales, and you just take a large chunk of his shoulder down like halfway through his bicep and tricep.
Oh,
pulling it
yeah.
off.
Hell yeah.
Like blood immediately starts pouring out the side of his arm as he as blood is gushing out the side of the wound.
Where's the bloody stone?
Is there anything else?
I mean, I could use hammering horns, but I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
put
push
you
him
on the
into
staircase,
Dagon.
Matthew.
So,
I'm gonna put you on the staircase. That would make more sense than where I had your token.
so no, that's it.
Okay, that brings us to Kavar.
That's me.
Yes.
So now should I, since I'm coming up anyways,
Yep.
my token up? So I'm there. Do I know what just happened or no?
I mean, yeah, you definitely know
Yeah,
that they're
Ye-
fighting.
You can see the aftermath for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a step back, get ready to cast my Ray of Frost, but before I do, I'm gonna yell, We don't want to hurt you. We just want some information.
Well, too late for that. All right, go ahead and Ray of Frost. Is that a save or an attack?
It's an attack.
Okay, go for it.
46. 15.
Did you 15 to hit? Yep, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Damage is 1d8, right? Yeah.
Doesn't it also do something if it hits?
I'm looking at it right
Yes, it does. It
1d8 and its
reduces the
speed is reduced by 10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, cool.
8.
Oh wow, nice.
Nice.
Okay, so you quickly run up the stairs, past Malwyn and Admir, and throw your hand out, and a streaking beam of frost and cold arcane energy blasts into the side of Thrakus. As it hits him, you see the ice start to just like form over him as it sinks in, and it looks like he's slowing down and moving as he yells and tries to just shrug off the pain, but it looks like it's incredibly painful, and there's not much he can do about it.
Woo!
Yeah, he's getting fucked up. This sword was a great idea.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Oh!
All right.
Josh, I didn't add my strength modifier. 28
What do you want me to add?
plus 4. Or, well, subtract 4 more from his
Okay.
hit points.
Gotcha. All right.
I
That
knew I was
brings
missing
us-
something.
That brings us to him, and he looks around, kind of panicked, and now he moves over here. You get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, he's done fucked up now.
Please don't kill him.
Hang on. I want to check something real quick.
I think it's too late for that. I think he's gonna die.
He's looking pretty fucked up, Josh.
Yeah, he's pretty jacked up.
Josh,
Please
Yeah.
don't kill him.
natural
Did you just
20.
crit?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Please don't.
I was
kill
literally
him.
thinking about if I could do reckless attack or not. Then I was like, ah, fuck it, let's just roll. Alright, so for the sword, he's gonna take
I was like, there's no way he's gonna kill him on this next turn. I'm gonna get this fire breath off.
11, 16, that's just for the sword. Jesus
so good.
Christ. I said 16,
Uh-huh.
plus 20.
Okay, just stop.
Hang on,
Alright.
no, I want to do this. 20 plus 8 plus, so
Oh, these are
36,
things.
44, 48 plus 2, 50 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so you come down. So the way this kind of worked out was you came down and chopped off like half of his shoulder, and he shrieks, and as he looks back up, he gets blasted by a beam of frost energy, and then he's got, you see like smoke and flames start to kiss his lips as he tries to position himself for maximum damage with his fire breath. He tries to move out of your range, and as he does this, you come in with your flaming greatsword, and you strike in. You actually come in through his left arm as he goes to move away, come straight through the left arm, through the torso, and through the right arm as well. And as you're coming through, the flames cauterize the wound, and he just cuts straight through and falls on the ground with almost no blood coming out as the flames cauterize the body as it's cut in half. And he falls completely limp as half of the body actually ends up on this wall over here.
52.
And the legs and the bottom portion of the body just fall limp as you were doing that.
I forgot about my rage damage. It's 52.
Well, he's dead.
Jesus Christ.
And you've completely
2 turns.
Thrakus in 2 pieces.
2 turns. I dealt 80 damage. Jesus.
Well, hopefully you can do that when we need it in a big fight.
We shall see. Eddie.
All right.
Eddie?
Eddie died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that just happened.
Sure
I feel
did.
like we needed that guy, so this is bad.
Well, look. If you're gonna come at me, that's what you're gonna get.
Alright, what are you doing?
Searching his charred body, I guess.
So you search through the body.
This whole place.
Okay. So, searching the upstairs, you come into his room, which is a little more neat than the rest of the place.
What is the end of this fork that I'm standing on? Or whatever that is.
That's
Tenderizer?
Just part of the windmill.
Okay.
You search the upstairs, you search him. On him, you find 10 gold pieces, 8 silver, and 4 copper.
Okay.
In the rest of the place, you find another 25 gold pieces and 32 silver pieces.
Is somebody taking notes of this?
I was hoping you were. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I mean, I was literally trying to find my notepad and I can't find it.
I mean, I can if you say.
I'm literally just gonna open notepad.
I'm gonna put him on Chris's character sheet.
Could you repeat it, Josh?
Okay. On him, I can't remember what I said now. You
10
found
gold pieces.
10
something.
gold pieces and 8 silver pieces and 4 copper pieces. You didn't find anything else on him.
8 silver and how much copper?
4 copper. In searching the rest of the place, you came into like a bedroom. The rest of the place was just uninhabited with cobwebs and run-down old furniture. You found a chest in his room that had a full set of leather armor. And you also found a sack of coins with 25 gold pieces and 32 silver pieces.
Okay.
And that's all you find upstairs.
Okay. What about downstairs?
Okay, so coming back downstairs, as you search the rest of the place, one second, you come in to a few other rooms, and as you enter these rooms, we'll say this first room directly under the staircase, who would be searching that? All of you are just handling each room as a group, or are you splitting up?
Probably stick together
Okay.
after
So you
shit
come
we've
into this
experienced.
first room in the group, you find 4, as you come in, you find 4 peasants, like squatters, in here, just kind of like cowering away from you, looking at you scared, living in filth and disgust.
I shoot one with a bow.
I was about
Hold
to
on,
say.
Hold on, Jenna's calling me, one sec. Hello? Hey, babe, what's going on?
I
Like tits.
want to throw each of them five gold pieces and tell them to get out.
Don't feed the ducks, Dan.
I'm not feeding the ducks, I'm making them leave and hoping they can do better for themselves. Tits or die.
So you come in here and you see these like peasants just kind of hiding, like back up to the corner. We heard one of them speaks up to you, a man in the background who looks, he's just really skinny, like disheveled and just beard long, scruffy, unbathed. Did you just? I heard Thaucus. I heard him scream.
Thrakus is dead.
Oh, thank God. He makes us work. Thank you so much.
You're free now. Just don't upset the drow.
Definitely not. Is there anything I could ever do to repay you? Is there anything any of us could ever do?
Perhaps.
Information.
Do you have any information?
Information about what?
Stone.
The Stone of Galar.
The stone.
Stone. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, now that you say something about it, sir, good sirs, Last night, Tharkus, very late,
Ma'am.
maybe, and ma'am, I'm sorry, your lady, early in the morning, he sent out, it was very peculiar, sirs and ma'am, a shipment of meats, very late, and Jocelyn, picked it up, and he mentioned something about making sure the stone got to the building across the street, and to deliver the shipment, though, quickly and to its normal place and quietly, and he paid Jocelyn a lot of extra money. He was taking it, hold on, to Cuddle's Meat Pies. He was taking up there. That's a place. Good meat pies. They make really good meat pies. I highly recommend them. It's in the trade wards. It's in the trade wards.
Insight check to see if they're actually good meat pie. No. Insight check to see if she's making shit up.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Is there perhaps a demon barber that lives above it?
I have a natural 20 on an insight check to see if she's making shit.
He is scared shitless, and he
24 total. Sorry,
he couldn't lie right now if he tried.
Well, I believe he's telling the truth.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't need to make him sure?
Hold on, Jenna's calling me again.
You need me to shoot someone in the chest?
Knees to chest. Jeez.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
You know, the one time you kick a door in and kill the first target you see, and it's actually not...
Poor peasant woman.
And of course we don't have the cleric with us anymore.
That was fucking great.
I'm gonna tell him, well, thank you for the information. Here's 10 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And the other one's kind of...
Now make sure that if any official individuals ask if we've been seen around here...
Oh my goodness, she's calling me again.
Uh-huh. Dude, I did 80 damage in 2 attacks. That's insane. It is so fucking nuts, man.
It's crazy.
Just wait until I get extra attack next level.
Alright. So yeah, he just was so thankful that you gave him this.
Now,
that's a shit ton of gold for someone who has nothing.
Make sure that if any official types come looking around here, we weren't seen here.
Oh, of course not, sir. Of course not. Thrakis, the normal people, someone killed him, not you.
Very good. Perhaps even it was, I don't know, some lads clad in black leather.
Whatever you want, black leather clads.
With
yes.
maybe a flying serpent tattoo on them.
Yes, all of them, flying serpents, black leather armor, sir, whatever you want.
Yeah. Now, if unofficials come looking, you make sure they understand exactly who was here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely. Can I go now? I'm really scared.
As you should be.
Is that a yes?
You're making me second guess myself. Why are you still
I'm sorry,
here?
I'm sorry, okay.
Why are you still standing in front of me?
And he just takes off running, and the other 3 follow.
Bye, bitches.
Alright. Well, it's up to you guys if you want to keep going or call it there.
I'm fine either way.
You can probably get a little bit farther. Huh?
I'll shoot one of them in the back.
It's up to you. We could probably go for 20 minute to stop here. We
Oh
can
my
get to a little
God.
bit more if you wanted to.
Eddie, you should totally shoot the immovable rod out of your fucking thing. And as soon as it hits, just have fucking Carissa mage hand the button.
We don't have the immovable rod anymore.
Excuse you?
One of you guys have it. It's fine. Ronan doesn't have to have it.
No, you said we didn't have it. We have the.
No, you have the immovable rod. You don't
Not
have
the wand of
rod
binding.
Yeah, wand of binding.
I never said wand of binding, but okay.
You said wand of holding.
Which is, like, very similar sounding.
Well, hot rod of holding, whatever, dude.
Immovable rod.
Dude, whatever. I had that, I thought.
Yes,
Okay.
you have it.
Okay, yeah, you have the removable
Anywho,
rod.
point being, he should shoot one of them with the immovable rod shot out of his bow and then have Carissa mage hand the button on impact.
Yeah, I don't give it to him.
Okay.
Or you can
guys
take the immovable rod in Rack Baran's hand, and then you can shove it through someone's foot with full force,
Jeez!
and then activate it.
That's actually brilliant.
That sounds really painful. Were we continuing or calling it here?
You said 20 more minutes.
We could get you a little bit farther before and then there will be another decent stopping.
Will I be level 5?
No.
We just hit
You
level
won't
4.
get, you guys won't be level.
You cut out what?
Level 5's not coming anytime soon.
Damn, I really want that
geez.
extra attack. And the extra 10 feet of
How fast
movement.
you guys make it through the next few sessions?
We don't have a healer. I was gonna take a healing spell at the bar.
Damn.
So what are you guys doing?
I don't care. I'm deferring whether we keep going or not to the group.
I don't care.
It's 2 don't cares. 2 abstentions. So that means...
I mean, Josh, what do you want to do? Do you want to get to a different point, or do you want to stop here?
I don't mind. That's why I was asking you guys.
Alex?
If you wanted to play a little farther, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't really care either. I'm
Okay.
down to go. Keep going.
I'll take you guys to the next section and then we'll stop.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Well, in that
what were you
case-
doing then?
Hold, please. Switching to my phone. Hello? This is Aaron Rickman. So what was it? He took the stone to the house around across the street? That's what I was asking, because he could totally ask her to just take it to the house across the street.